At Dublin. Just a minute to go in the reserves. That's another goal.
Thank you.
Very good afternoon and welcome to the Morwell Rec Reserve this afternoon. It is round 12 continuing at standalone football in Gippsland and the Valley, and this doesn't get any bigger than this. A huge crowd has rolled into the Morwell Rec Reserve. There's not a car park free. If you are driving into the Morwell Rec Reserve, I suggest you park in the streets, have a Sunday stroll, but continue on into the Morwell Rec Reserve. There is a massive crowd here for Sunday football. It doesn't get any bigger between these two, Morwell and Traralgon. The Tigers, if there's a game that they win, it just must be this one. You get the sense that they must win. They had the results yesterday go their favour with Druin knocking off Wonthaggi. The top five is still alive. And the Tigers, even though they dropped out of the five last week, so you suspect that they want to get back in pretty quickly. The message today from the Tigers should be to be brave and bold and take the game on and be exciting. While for the Maroons, it might be the same message because that's the style of game that they play. They are quick, they are fast, they are the reigning premiers, and they've knocked off Moe and Leongatha, who last week sat 1 and 2. This Traralgon side is ready to go. Always a great rivalry between these two sides. Great to have your company. My name's Daryl Cooling. Joining me this afternoon, my co-caller is Timmy Sexton.
Good afternoon, Scud. Good afternoon, listeners and everyone around the valley. Cracking day, as you said. Great to see such a big crowd here on Sunday afternoon football on TRFM. And, yeah, looking forward to a great game between these two sides. All set up to be a big one, especially for the Tigers. They need to see if they can grab one of these scalps. Their form's been a little bit indifferent over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and so they need to bring their A game today to knock off the Maroons.
Number one special comments caller in his own mind is Nick Lachino. He's here for Carpet Country this afternoon, helping dreams become a reality since 1981. Box up, you've got the Metamucil out. Every time Dan Musil gets a touch, you're going to take a drink of the Metamucil, and you are not feeling the best, but you're with us. You're fighting through adversity.
It does, mate, and you would have fainted if it was the pain that I've been in the last couple of weeks, Darryl, but thanks for that beautiful intro.
I'm looking forward to this. This is one of the best games of the year in the Gippsland League. I remember the days when it used to be on the long weekend. I think it was the Queen's birthday weekend on Monday.
A couple of crackers of those too.
Absolute rippers.
Jason Ackermanis played for the Tigers. Brendan Favola.
Took that big mark here as well.
Brendan Favola played for the Maroons. There's rivalries left, right and centre, isn't there, in this game?
And this is the reason why we come to the footy, and that's why everyone's here this afternoon. So looking forward to a big afternoon, Daryl.
Paul Carter, the number one stats man in the business. If you haven't checked out the socials, jump on our Gippsland Live Facebook page and on Instagram. He's a media sensation. They call him TikTok Paul these days, and Paul doesn't know what that means. But Paul Carter's with us.
No, not the slightest idea. As I mentioned before in the pre-game, 8 of the last 11 games between these two teams have been decided by 20 points or less, several of those by single-point margins, including a drawn match as well. So we're expecting another heart-stopper this afternoon. And like you say, Daryl, perfect day to be watching the footy. Sun's out, hardly a breath of air and breath of wind in the air. And I think it'd just be a great game to come down and have a look at.
So Hourigan's gone back to start. Mac McGuinness will line up in the forward line on him, and looks to be Whack in down there as well. Isaac Abash will start deep for the Tigers. While at the other end, it looks pretty tiny except for one tall fella. His name is Dan McKenna. In the middle of the ground, the ruckman there will be Tyler Anderson up against Dan Musil. Take a drink. It's Walsh in the middle with Bailey and Rosado, while for the Maroons it is D'Angelo, Brown and Cunico. And the umpire gets us underway the first quarter, and the tap down by Anderson. Rosado hit it hard, but D'Angelo was good there to get the footy. Kicks it to the top of his 50. It's an open forward line at the moment. Out there is Quigley. He suckers off the ground for the Tigers. Now he picks up his own ball. A forward handball where Cooling might be able to run onto this one, but he runs out of room. And we've got a boundary throw in.
Looks like Mills has gone to McKenna as well down forward for the Maroons. So it's going to be a really good matchup this afternoon.
Boundary throw-in occurs in front of the Morwell coaching staff. Musil and Anderson to do the ruck duties. Shallow throw-in. High one, though. Musil with a tap down. Rosado's there. Head over it. Brown's got him. So does Neocleus. Squirts out the back. Walsh is there. Picked off by Anderson. Tried to get a handball away and falls in the lap of McCall. We're going to ball up.
Interesting to see that Rosado's wearing number 65 today. You know why? Because he's ripped that many jumpers during the year. There's none left. Is that correct?
Correct. Third jumper this year.
Come on, Scud, get onto that. Musil got the tap down there, but Tripodi was first through it. Cashmore gives the handball across to Cunico. Membry will dump it long down the line. It's going to be mark taken there by McCall. Umpire said play on. Musil was good enough to get it. He gets the handball over. Quickly takes it straight in. He's there. As Boxer takes another one for Musil.
Every possession Musil gets, the meta Musil is going down.
We're going to have 2 hit outs, so lucky you weren't doing them.
We're going to have a... I thought we were going to have a boundary throw-in.
No, ball up.
Ball up, apparently, even though all the players were all set up for a boundary throw-in. Umpire's going to have it here, and it's going to be Anderson, and Musil will go at it again. Anderson got the tap down there.
Yeah, guess what?
This time it goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw-in in front of the Morwell coach's box here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. Just in the first couple of minutes here of the game, some really good matchups going to be held throughout the whole day. Here it looks as if Wack's gone onto a bass as the ball comes back in. Anderson takes front position and gets a tap down. Rosado tried to get it hard. Came out from McCall. Kick goes forward into the hands there, and a good mark taken in there by McDonald. McDonald's quick to play on, get the handball over to McCall. He's going to dump the ball inside 50 for the Tigers for the first time today. Out the back, taking a strong contested mark, is Brandon McDonald.
But their matchups right there too at the moment, the Tigers, because he's found himself, I reckon, their third defender here too, because Membry's taken Isaac Abass and Tristan Wack. Who's Tristan Wack gone to now?
McDonald in the front, in the pocket here in front of the scoreboard. It's going to come in on the right boot. It's touched, kicked it in the man of the mark, but it's gone through for one behind.
And the first score of the match has come up to the 2-minute and 40-second mark, and that's on the Metricon home scoreboard. Morwell 1 behind, 1 point.
I reckon they'll try and get Wack being that loose one, I reckon. So Brown goes short, gets over the top though. Sorry, as Membry looking for Brown. Now Brown has to fight hard, and McAuliffe had him in the tackle that's holding the ball. Tigers have got it top of the 50. Crowded forward line for the Tigers. I suspect he might be right on his limit here. Brandon McAuliffe for the Tigers.
I like him in the side, Scott. He plays. This is exactly the way he plays. He plays it hard and in and under. And he's been rewarded with a great free kick there with a great tackle.
So Brandon McAuliffe have to kick it right on 50. The Tigers at the moment lead by a point. McAuliffe's kick on the way. He got underneath it and pulled it a little bit to the left, so it's another minor score.
Morwell 2 behind 2 points, leading by that margin on the Metricon home score with 3.5 minute mark first quarter.
Membry's going to bring the ball back in again for the Maroons. Goes short into the hands there of Neocleus. Gives the handball back to Membry. He's going to clear their defensive 50.
Ooh.
And Anderson dropped what he should have taken. Maroons, Rosado puts his head over the ball, couldn't quite get anything out of it. Anderson got the handball out. Bailey's first to the ball. He's going to be wrapped up by the Maroons inside their forward 50.
They did a good job there with their zone then too, the Tigers. They really forced the error, and they had them second guessing there as well. It's really tight and congested inside the 50.
Bass takes front position, gets the tap down. Look for North running onto the there, getting the handball over to Bailey. That came from Cohen Campbell. He sends a ball forward, but Hourigan, the goalkeeper's back there, and he'll rush it through for another behind for the Tigers.
Taking Morwell to 3 behind 3 points on the Metricon home scoreboard. Traralgon yet to go inside 50.
So lots of numbers high. The press is really high. Dan McKenna's the only one backwards to centre for the Maroons. Hourigan went short to Membry. And Jackson McMahon's the other one back there now. Back to Hourigan they go. Little chip kick to Tom McMahon. Half-back flank. They want to possess the footy. It's really tight around the wing area. There's numbers everywhere. Inboard kick. It's going to be picked off. McGuinness got a hand on it. Anderson's there. He kicks to the open side to Campbell, who's got wheels directly in front. Shouldn't miss and doesn't. Turnover, costly. The Tigers get the first goal on Sunday afternoon, and it's Cohen Campbell.
Yeah, brilliant start here by the Tigers, and they're forcing the error of the Maroons, especially in their D50. They're second guessing themselves coming out, and like you said, their press has been amazing. Not allowing the Maroons to do what they like to do, is get the kick out and run it hard forward. So 5 minutes in, they've had 4 scoring shots, and I don't think the Maroons have only had it inside their 50 once.
No, they haven't. All 3 inside 50s box have been Morwell's way. And on the Metricon home scoreboard, the Tigers 1-3-9, leading Traralgon, yet to score.
Am I a bit confused? 5 minutes already?
5 minutes gone, absolutely.
Fell asleep.
Musil got the tap down to his Bailey, trying to get the clearing kick. North out there, he tried to take the mark, wasn't able to get it. Nothing's going to come out of there, and the umpire will come in. Still in the centre square here, the Morwell Rec Reserve. We did have a fair bit of byplay here for a couple of minutes where not much happened.
Sorry, mate. Just felt like it went really
right.
quick.
Musil, give that tap down there. D'Angelo, he's first out, gets a handball to a running North. If it sits, it works well for him. It doesn't. He's got to try and get his hands onto it. He can't. Nothing's going to come out of there quickly. Umpire's going to come in. We'll have another ball up.
Just not the smart kick then too, with that setup from Bailey. The kick inside of McDonald was just brilliant, just the way he timed it perfectly.
Musil, that's his third ruck tap in a row. D'Angelo, handball out. Cade Marsh throws it on the left boot going forward. In front position, wasn't able to take the mark there though, was the Maroons. Comes back out. Anderson, he'll get the handball out to Cunico. His grubby little kick goes long, wasn't good for Jackson McMahon. He followed it well though, was Cunico. Handball out from Neocleus to Jackson McMahon. He swings around on the left foot. It's ugly footy by the Maroons at the moment. Matt North's inside 50. Nothing coming out of that. Cooling tries to break through. He's going to be free kick without the ball. And the free kick will go to Cooling.
Nice little start here.
Some players are down.
You can see
both
the Tigers'
sides.
game plan at the moment is just not to give the Maroons much space too, especially when the ball's not in hand. They're really forcing the error, so it's a really good start by the Tigers. They're just got to make sure they can maintain it.
Not sure why Bailey's got the going to take the kick when Cooling's right next to him. Either.
Well, Cooling's like out of breath.
No, but you got to
either coming off.
Yeah, you got to get him off or anything. But anyway, umpire said play on, and Boyd's taken the kick. It's out to true centre wing and marked there by the.
Yeah, Kalia handballs over the top to Quigley. He's got another runner in Bailey. Left foot kick down the line to McDonald is good. Hits him on the chest. So McDonald, 60 metres out from goal, rolls around on the right foot. Abbas and Membry. And good spoil by Membry. Abbas has got the height advantage, but Membry's got the body work and a good fist over the boundary line. 7 minutes in, Tigers are 1-3-9. The Maroons yet to score. And we've got a boundary throw in. About 5 metres around from goal. First quarter all thanks to Metricon Homes. Love where you live. Abbas takes the ruck duties, taps it down. Nice work by Tom McMahon. Going nowhere though. And we'll have another stoppage.
Tell you what, the old Traralgon Reserve boys have got the old doof going. My bum's vibrating. That's how loud it is.
That might be the Metamucil.
It's already working.
Great tap by Big Abbas. Galea runs onto it, kicks it straight into Membry. Rosado gives a handball. McDonald had a little fumble and then got tackled. And that little fumble in this league at this level is costly. And Membry, now the umpire's just saying I don't know what he's saying. I don't know
He
if
shoved him into the dirt.
Yeah, but he's got the free kick. It's all right.
Goodness gracious me.
So Membry goes to Roscoe, and Roscoe's chiselling kick out wide towards Anderson, who has a fumble himself.
It's twice
He's
now.
probably saying, don't do that again or you won't get your supper tonight. That's what he's saying to him.
Over officiating as again. What a surprise. Boundary throw in front of the Traralgon coach's box. 8.5 minutes gone. Maroon still to hit the scoreboards. Tigers kick their 1-3. And Charlie Burr takes front position. He gets the tap down. It looks like it's going to be Ed McAuliffe, though. He throws it on the boot. Membry's first to it there. He's going to dump it on that left boot out. 1-on-3 contest. Hourigan flies from the back, does well to create a contest. And he's first to mop it up is Hourigan. He's going to go out wide to Tom McMahon, who's free. He's got a bit of a paddock to run with. He doesn't know which way to go, if he kicks it or not. He does eventually and finds Matty North. North's got a 1-on-1 contest. He's looking for McMahon. He cuts back inside, and it's a great kick.
White.
And finds Bo White undertended, 40 metres out. He's going to chip it across there, though, and find Harvey Neocleus, who's run down from the wing.
Yeah, they got caught napping then, the Tigers too. It was just a quick play, and it all was set up there by Hourigan. Just finally the first switch of the day, and they found the open space out wide here at the Tigers' home ground.
Timmy, didn't take long, didn't take long, Timmy. 7 minutes and they've already made the move. Or Hourigan makes the move to go forward. So they're just happy to make that move whenever they want.
It looked like McKenna came off there for a period. So I don't know whether that was the catalyst to send Hourigan forward. Neocleus, for the Maroons' first shot on goal, he's going to come in from about 35 out, 45-degree angle. Goal umpire works. He's pushed it a fair way across the left. It's not even going to make the distance. And the Tigers are the only ones that had anyone back there. And Walsh will take the mark right against the behind post in front of the cooling stand. As he's going to come out wide and finds Blake, son of Scud. He's going to go chipping inboard. It's a good kick and finds Anderson. Possessing the ball well here, the Tigers. Anderson's going to go back, though.
Switches on too. They go back to Linton. Linton looks to the other side. Does it get to Quigley or Marsh comes in? Good work by Marsh, although they got the numbers, Tigers. Burr's on the outer side. A forward handball to Leak. A quick one back to Burr, who taps it forward cleverly because Boyd Bailey's got some space. He gathers it. Handball inboard, back to Burr. Over the top they go, and the Maroons are going to hold up. Marsh does well. Out there to Tripodi. Back to Marsh again. And now it is D'Angelo. Handballs to no one in particular. Free kick. A little tug of the jumper. It's going to go Harvey Neocleus well. I tell you what, both sides are really high, aren't they? They're really high. They've got lots of numbers in the middle third of the ground, or am I just seeing things?
No.
That's how they're playing it at the moment.
It's how the Maroons played last week too.
Well, I think the Tigers are nearly doing the same thing. The kick went backwards to Membry. Membry looks down the line, and he looks for Hourigan. McGuinness is there, big spoil. Anderson's out the back. Walsh is there to receive that handball, and nice kick to Bailey. A quick run, and it goes to Leak.
Leak goes forward. 1-on-1 contest is McDonald and Connor Little. Gets over the back. McDonald, can he keep it in? He can't. We're going to have a boundary throw in just inside Morwell's 50.
Gee whiz.
And this is what happens when players get sucked up the ground. Isaac Abbas has found himself outside the forward 50 when the ball's coming inside his 50 as well. So either he's getting dragged up there by Membry or he should be staying true.
So the change has been McKenna off, Roscoe went back, and Hourigan went forward.
Okay.
Abbas and Anderson. Abbas got the tap down. Bailey tried to get a handball out there. Nothing come. The Maroons will clear out of their defensive 50. Out to Hourigan. Nothing coming out of that, but he's first up to his feet. Gets the handball across to Cunico. That's Jacob. He comes back inboard looking for Reuters. Went up with the one hand. Umpire said, chopping of the arms, play on. He goes back inboard and finds, look for Whack, but Tripodi's first to it. He's got wheels. Where does he put this one? Out looking for McMahon. Wasn't able to take the contested mark there. Good work by the Morwell defenders. Traralgon's first onto it. D'Angelo, he's going to be wrapped up straight away.
It's a big move
by Quigley.
Big move by the Tigers.
And then it's called to play on.
Yeah, quick handle over the top. McDonald got it to McAuliffe. Open forward line. Tried to get around and didn't do so. Blair Roscoe, good tackle from the big man. And quickly, he plays on, goes backwards to Tate Marsh. Gets it to, that's Cade. Cade looks for Tate now. Tell you what, the brothers, I did call them one of those, the opposites in the street one day, and I got a dirty look.
Because one, he didn't have a long sleeve or a short sleeve
exactly
on, you weren't sure.
Kick goes out wide to Neocleus, who is real high. He had a good game last week, 30-odd touches. The kick from Neocleus out wide towards Cashmore. Contest. Anderson goes back by hand to Metamucil. Boxer has a drink. That kick's neat. And finds Cody McDonald on the wing. The Tigers lead at the moment by 9. Cody McDonald comes, switching kick. McCall's his target. They've got another switch if they want it. It's a quick movement to Burr. Burr's got Kale on by hand. He gives it to him. McAuliffe is all on his own. So's Cooling. Cooling gets the hands. Back to Kale. And Kale wobbly kick is a turnover. Goes down Membry's throat.
Does go down Membry's throat. And he's deep in his 50. He's going to come out wide and he's going to find that man Hourigan. Makes him work a little bit. It's not ideal for the captain. And McInnes has gone with him, it appears, wherever he's playing, Hourigan. So he's the spare loose out on the wing. But Levi McCumber, he's able to just work into an open gap, unopposed at all. Slow play.
Numbers here. God, goodness.
He's just going to dump it down the line, but he's dumped it to where that man is in McInnes, and that's just a waste of a kick there for the Maroons. He's going to switch. The switch is on. It is. Just makes the kick there work. Gets the handball across, and it's Leak. He goes the handball across and ends up with
Gazzara.
Thank you, Gazzara. Abbas. He wasn't able to get hands to it, though, but Wack was first up for the Maroons. He gets the handball out to Membry. Membry's going to be closed down by Abbas, who affects the kick, and it's turned over there, and it's Leak. He's going to go quickly inboard, but it's a shocking kick. It went straight back to Wack. He got hands in the way there. Boyd Bailey says, leave this with me. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to throw it on the left boot. And from 50, he has just missed.
I nearly
through for a minor score.
I nearly had a voucher.
Went and handed it to him in the middle of the ground.
It's the first score for almost 10 minutes of play. It's 1-4-10 Morwell to Traralgon yet to score.
Didn't have a voucher, didn't have a pooper valve.
Short kick, turnover. Gazzara again, handballs, although he coughs it straight up. In the back, free kick going the Tigers' way. Neocleus can't believe it. Sam Gazzara will have a shot from 45 out, Box.
So every time they've got it outside, they've had 4 kick-outs, and they've actually turned the ball over
50.
4 times inside. And as somebody else lips off.
Yeah, Matt North it was, not happy at all. And the 50-metre penalty will be paid. Sam Gazzara will put it through from point-blank range. The Tigers currently lead by 10, and they'll get this out to 16.
Yeah, the forward pressure from the Tigers has been enormous.
I don't think I've ever seen the amount of players in the middle third of a ground ever. Both sides are playing exactly the same. Gazzara puts it through. The Tigers get it out to 16, Box.
They're just going to keep maintaining it now, the Tigers. That's probably the key factor when you play this really high-level stakes game in regards to trying to get that turnover. It's working in their favour at the moment. They've got themselves a nice little handy lead. They're just got to maintain it. Isaac Abbas now has gone into the middle of the ground, so they've changed it up a little bit. Harry McColl's gone forward for the Tigers too. So both sides are prepared to make the changes.
And Morwell 16-point leaders, but they are 2-4-16, leading Traralgon yet to score on the Metricon home scoreboard. And we have actually played 16 minutes.
Musil get go up against McKenna, but McKenna taps down. Abbas is playing the roving role. McKenna wraps him straight up, and he's going to get free kicks going to go to Jackson Burr for too high. He's going to come out wide. Mark taken here by Walsh. True centre wing, Morwell Rec Reserve. Listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM, Sunday afternoon footy. Hope you're enjoying your day. He goes short to Cody McDonald. McDonald called to play on. He's just going to dump it down the line. Musil's got to make a contest of this. Coming over from the back.
Free kick.
Free kick's going to go.
What's this?
Well, wrapped his arms around, I think it was.
Okay.
Against Musil, wrapped his arms around McKenna.
Free kick again.
Like that.
Okay, thanks, Tim, for the cuddle.
No worries. I think that's what he gave him. McKenna goes short, finds Reuters. Outside 5. I'm not sure he was inside 5. He comes back in board. Could be a turnover here. They've got to be clean. They're not. Roscoe puts his head over it. Linton was good. Can the Maroons keep it out? They can. The handball comes out. No, he's called it a throw against Cashmore.
It's a good play there by McColl too, because he got caught stargazing a little bit. Then he could have the intercept, but then he followed that back up with the added pressure inside their forward 50 again by the Tigers too. So they've been able to maintain it. What's the forward 50s now for the Tigers, Paul?
9-4 Box.
So good efficiency, 6 scoring shots so far to 0.
17.5 minutes into the first quarter for Metricon Homes.
I tell you, Boyd Bailey's gone and taken it, and he had absolutely that was not his kick whatsoever.
No, they're calling Galea back.
Yeah, I was going to say, someone actually had to stood up. The Maroons had tried to tell the umpires, and the one that's in control had no idea what he wanted to do with it.
Well, Dan Musil was nearby. We could have asked the umpire to let him take it.
Would have been nice.
50th senior game today too for Josh, is that correct?
Correct. 50 senior games for Josh Galea.
Well done.
Saw that during the week.
He's going to take the kick going to kick at 45. Scud, yes?
Yes, he'll make the distance.
Here it is. Directly in front, Galea in his 50th. Puts it on its way. Goal umpire says, there it is. You can have a goal in your 50th too, Josh.
And again, reward for effort too. And the Tigers have brought that effort at the moment. And they're really forcing that error from the Traralgon side as well, as the bench just absolutely do the work over on their rotations. They're trying to get those positional changes right now because at the moment, the Tigers have got all the answers.
And that is 7 scoring shots from 9 inside 50s. They are 3-4-22 Morwell on the Metric One home scoreboard. And they lead by those 22 points as Traralgon are still yet to score.
Oh, back to the middle. Burr up against Anderson, who's done all the ruck work for the Maroons. Gets high and taps it down. Second effort was really good by Anderson. Taps it out to open space, cooling off the wing. Runs through a tackle, kicks it towards half forward. Galaire's there, put one hand up. Nicely done by Marsh. That's Cade. Sock it off the ground. McCall shuffles it out to McAuliffe, shrugs a tackle, gets through another one and another arm tackle. Goes on the right outside of the boot. Walsh is out there and he takes the mark. McAuliffe in heavy traffic. Nicely done.
Midfield are working really hard too for the Tigers. They've actually changed it up too. So all the original midfielders weren't there at that centre bounce. It was all different. Isaac Abbas was there. Sam Walsh was there. What do you look at me like that for?
I think Burr took the ruck duties, but anyway, he had a good story going for a little while. Sam Walsh, though, backs himself in from 50 metres out on the outer side. The Tigers, they lead by 22. On its way. It's got the distance. Doesn't have the accuracy at the 19 and 3/4 minute mark of this first quarter for Metricon Homes.
3-5-23 Morwell. Traralgon yet to score.
This is the issue, though, that we've had with Morwell throughout this whole season, and you look at it, they obviously didn't bring this heat last week against Warragul in a game that really mattered, where they should have dominated and cemented their spot in the 5, and then they come back out and do this. So this has been their problem. The issue for now is, can they do it for the 4 quarters? And they've set Traralgon back on their feet. Traralgon have got no run. They're having to play short kicks. There's no handball run-ons. There's no flow in the Maroons game, and they're turning the ball over like we haven't seen them turn it over this season.
Exactly right. As D'Angelo kicks
Here it is,
towards,
nearly another turnover there. Neocleus takes a strong contested mark.
They've had 4 kicks and they haven't actually exited their defensive 50 yet.
There's no run from behind. Jackson McMahon, who's been forward, he's taking this on his half-back flank. He's going to kick it in ball. He's going to put it over the top of Wake's head. And here's the turnover, but it's going to get out the back, and Cunico's going to be first to it. Didn't put his head over it enough, though, there. Abbas did. He gets the handball out to Cooling. Cooling's got forward. Galaire's clear. If he can mark it, he can. And they're streaming in. The kick's just got to be good. It's going to be to the advantage of Little, who comes in, puts the fist into there. That was in the AFL. They would have paid that insufficient intent, but it's over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in the Tigers' goals. We've kicked in over 20 minutes here, 21 minutes, and it's the Tigers in front by 23 points.
Yeah, big moments thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Dine under the dome at the Morwell Bowling Club. It's back open. Abbas taps it down. Bailey, nowhere to go. The Morwell Bowling Club, not too far away. Renovations are starting after their devastating fire a couple of years ago now. Or maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
Time goes quick.
The first 5 minutes for you in this game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it did. Abbas again. Good tap by Anderson. Quick kick from Reuters. And it was Cunico in the end. It's a ball in dispute. Jacob Cunico. And a free kick will go his way. They paid the advantage. And McMahon got it to McMahon. No, the umpire said we're going to bring it back to Jacob Cunico.
Well, Vanessa's just messaged and she said,
Jordan
on a Sunday, Daryl's asleep between 2 and 2:30. So
Jordan Cunico kicks high down the line to all the Tigers. Hourigan's got 3 to beat and does. He beats 3 Tigers. There's nothing this man can't do. Hourigan delivers nicely. He goes to Brown. Here's the run. Tom McMahon, inside forward 50. McKenna. Abbas went back with a flight. Just caused a little errant. A big handball by Linton. We're going to whistle.
Free kick.
Coming back to Mills, is it? To the Tigers. Didn't see it. Don't know why.
Why wasn't it?
Downfield?
Why wasn't it? Well, yeah, that or wasn't it?
Might have been in the marking contest maybe. Mills went back to Abbas. Got it out the side. Beautiful kick. And that field kick was good. Found Jackson Burr on the outer side. The Tigers...
He's been good today.
He has been good today.
It's got the roll on McMahon, even though it looks like there's like a 2 or 3 team effort there as well, but he's the main defender there on McMahon.
All right, they've just gone back and forth a little bit. Bailey's got on the outer side. Chiseling kick to Walsh down the line. Finds him. We're just about to tick over 23 minutes. The Maroons haven't scored. And the Tigers lead by 23. Chip kick over the top. Rosado had 2 bites at it. Takes the mark at half forward. Galaire's on his own. It's ignored. It's crowded sort of top of the 50 area. Abbas goes wide. And we're still about 55 metres out. Walsh has it on the outer side. So Walsh now gets called to play on. He rolls around and kicks to the point of the square. McAuliffe got high. and it was a little bit too ambitious. Free kick.
Just a little ambitious.
A little.
Just didn't. He tried. He looked good. Just the ball was nowhere near it. So it's going to be Anderson who'll take the kick to Tom McMahon. He's looking for the overrun. Should have been the stand there. Umpire said, I told him to stand, but he moved and it was okay. Jackson McMahon, he's playing at half-back flank at the moment. Finds McKenna. He's on true centre wing, far side here, Morwell Rec Reserve. There is no one in as the Traralgon 50. McKenna's got nothing. He's got no run from behind. He's just going to dump it down the line. This is where Dill Lopez would normally be, and he's not. It goes to Hurrigan, but, geez, they've got 2 or 3 on him all the time. He wasn't able to get that one over. The Tigers trying to get it out of there. Neocleus, quick hands to Marsh. Finds Hurrigan. He keeps the ball in play.
Not quite.
Not quite.
And aside of those
will have a boundary throw
fleet that we spoke about pre-game that Darryl spoke about too, because of the fact that they've actually suffocated the forward 50 of the Maroons, the Tigers at the moment. They haven't allowed the ball to go inside that often, and when they have, their defenders have been enormous. They've been able to be controlled, and they've been concise with their kicking as well.
The Maroons like to handball out of trouble.
Out.
They don't like to kick. They like to handball, and that's been their blueprint. They like to handball forward and run and really break up that centre part, but it's just a bit crowded at the moment.
Anderson took front position, couldn't get anything out of it. Burr got the handball out, and it's going to come out there through Galea to a Bass. They're back 50. Rosado, he's wrapped up in a tackle, but he's got the strong hips to shake that tackle to Anderson. He gets the handball along, looking for Walsh. If he can get it, hand up there. He's got 1, 2, 3 options. In the end, he gets it to Rosado. His handball went to no one in particular. Tate Marsh, they're going the wrong way. He gets the handball through to Membry. He looks to go along the line. And Jackson McMahon said, I'll see the ball over the boundary line. True centre wing here. 25 minutes gone first quarter. The Maroons have not troubled the scoreboard, and it's the Tigers 3 goals, 5-23.
Yeah, be inspired by Metricon Homes. Love where you live. You can get $50,000 to spend on bonus luxuries and their designer and signature homes for just 10 grand. Ball's back in. Out there is Campbell. Gives it to Anderson. Anderson's kicked to centre half forward. It's McDonald and Little. Bounces over the top of McDonald's head. Little goes to ground. Now McDonald got to get a handball away to his teammate in McDonald. And that's Cody. He kicks around the body. Whack gets a hand on it. Membry was back there for support as well. And we've got a boundary throw in. 2 metres around for the Tigers' goal. That's really who wins the clearances in the centre part of the ground at the moment, isn't it? Boxer.
It certainly is, Scudman. And I've got a quick score in the AFL around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland. Sydney Swans at 8-5-53. They lead the Dockers 6-6-42.
This is where I don't like about, especially this umpire down there. They've asked a question, and all he's done is put his finger to his mouth and keeps going at it.
Yeah.
So if you've told him to be quiet, that's fine. And if they go again, pay the free kick. But you've set your authoritativeness, as you always do. So
Authoritativeness.
Well, that's what he's done.
We had a blood rule as well. McDonald comes off and Musil comes on. Have a drink box.
Oh, no. I nearly did.
Boundary throw in. Bass works his player out. Good tap down. McAuliffe on the outside of the right. Loves it off the boot and celebrates accordingly. That is your Zambrero goal the day early. Well roved from the stoppage there from Bass.
Absolutely.
Brandon McAuliffe with a cracker.
And I'm watching the Traralgon defenders right now all questioning each other in regards to why wasn't anybody on the goal side of that stoppage, because they were all on the far side here, Coventry side. It was a beautiful tap over there too. McAuliffe has been so dangerous inside their forward 50 for the Tigers. He's been rewarded there for his first goal of the afternoon.
29 points is the margin, and 29 points is the Morwell score. 4-5-29 the Tigers at the 27-minute mark. The Metricon Home scoreboard.
Big crowd on Sunday afternoon footy. Here's Timmy on TRFM.
Bird tried to get the tap down. He couldn't get anything out of it. Anderson, he's wrapped up straight away. We'll have a ball up.
Looks like he opened the arms up like he was saying a sermon at Mass, Darryl, when he saw the crowd sitting up there on his in his grandstand. It was incredible.
Burr got the tap down there with the left hand. McMahon, Jackson got the quick kick out, and it was Anderson who dumps it inside 50. Maroons go inside there. Cunico couldn't take the mark. Burr was first to it. He's pushed off the ball.
Whistle.
Umpire's going to say pay a free kick, and we're going to pay advantage on this one. The Tigers are going to come out to Bailey. Takes the mark. He's got runners outside if he wants him, and instead he goes long. Ends up to that last goal kicker. McAuliffe couldn't take the mark of what she should have, and the ball goes over the boundary line in between the two players' benches here at Morwell Rec Reserve.
Exits have been a lot better. The Tigers have been able to come out of their defensive 50 so much better than what the Maroons have been able to, because the Maroons have overused their feet trying to come out because of the pressure from the Tigers.
Troy Hamilton's going to want quarter time siren to sound pretty quickly. Anderson gets the tap down. Rosado's wrapped up straight away. And have the ball up. Just need to restructure and have a bit of a look at where they're falling down, but they just certainly aren't getting any of the handball work that they did last week. D'Angelo's first to it. He's wrapped up by 3 Tigers. We'll have a third go up here.
These two sides are identical. Absolutely identical with their starting points. One deep, one high, the rest outside 50, and then numbers around the contest on the wing.
Anderson got the tap down. This one's going to go over the boundary line. I'll have a boundary throw in. Anderson had a little slip there.
Only thing
Seemed
different,
okay.
so the Tigers will let Traralgon come an extra one come up and just have a loose just off this one.
Yeah, that Sam Walsh will be the loose.
Yeah, it's the extra number is Jackson McMahon at this contest, Timmy. Boundary throw in.
Back in again. Musil and Anderson. Anderson got the tap down, but it went to Anderson of Morwell. He goes inside 50. One-on-one contest again. Little but worked underneath it. And a great mark taken there by McDonald. And this could be goal number 5 for the Tigers this quarter, with the Maroons not having trouble the scoreboard at all. Box up.
The beauty of the quick kick inside 50.
No breeze, boxer.
No, there's no breeze at all
Nothing.
to speak of as well. And he positioned himself perfectly then too, Brandon McDonald.
McDonald comes in. 30 out, directly in front, puts it on its way. And there's the 5th for the Tigers.
Got upset, what also with Brandon McDonald as well. He's just been caught leading into the pocket as the siren goes here for quarter time.
Yeah, right on the quarter time siren. The Tigers get it. He got close to the man on the mark, but he was able to put it through. It's been all the Tigers. The Maroons could not score in that first quarter. It is Tigers 5-5-35 leading Traralgon 0 at quarter time. It went 29 minutes. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM, and it is all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it out. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball. I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through. It's going to get through. And that is a zero.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
Welcome back. It's quarter time and a blistering start for the Tigers. They slammed on 5 goals, 5-35, and that's what they lead by. 35 points at quarter time. Paul Carter with all the key stats, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute.
No surprise, the inside 50s are Morwell's 15-6. The clearance is 9-7 the way of the Tigers. Centre clearance is 2 apiece. Free kicks were 7 to Traralgon, 6 to Morwell. Morwell took 29 marks to Traralgon's 25. And the other stats all pretty much in the Morwell territory. Dan Musil, Charlie Burr and Isaac Abbas have shared the ruck work, 6, 5 and 6 respectively for those 3 gentlemen, up against Tyler Anderson and Dan McKenna, 7 to Anderson, 1 to hit out to McKenna. Coach Boyd Bailey, 9 disposals in the first quarter. Anthony Rosado and Aidan Quigley both on 5, and Blake Cooling and Brandon McAuliffe both on 4. The main standout for Traralgon was 8 to Ty Hourigan. 7 kicks and a handball. Tristan Wack only the 2 touches, and I think Morwell may have worked out a way of avoiding him as they go into their 50.
Thank you very much, Paul Carter. All thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. The new Isuzu MUX and D-Max is available at Gippsland Isuzu Ute. If you are at the ground today, it is on display just near the canteen in between the grandstand here at Morwell Rec Reserve and, of course, their social rooms as well, which is absolutely packed at the moment. It is Sponsors Day. And the new deck here at Morwell is getting a workover, or viewing platform, as they're calling it.
I'll tell you what might... No, it's your grandstand.
Thank you.
Cooling grandstand.
You know, I
don't know what else might getting a workover.
What's that?
Well, Boxer's not here.
Where'd he go?
Well, Musil's had a couple. And so I'm wondering if something else is getting a workover at the moment.
Has the valve started to open, has it, on Sunday afternoon?
It's very early to go, though.
No, I can tell you, I've just spotted him.
Where is he?
He's out at the huddle.
He's out in the huddle?
He's out at the Traralgon huddle, who Troy Hamilton still has his troops in a tight huddle at the moment. The supporters around him. The timekeepers are getting a little bit antsy. The Tigers are out.
The timekeepers are getting antsy, but the umpires are all still standing in the middle of the ground.
So that tells you they've still got 3 minutes to go or something?
Well, no. The timekeeper's right, but the umpires haven't blown the whistle to call them in.
Well,
so
Troy's going to take his time.
Absolutely.
Leave the Tigers out there waiting. Now they break away, and as Boxer returns...
When the Metamucil kicks in, is that called evacuation, is it?
I had to go move. I had to move. Had to move the legs.
You were out on the ground there for a little while. You went to both huddles.
To both huddles. Just wanted to have a bit of a listen as well. So there's a little bit of excitement out of the Tiger camp, and there's a lot of cliches being thrown around, and even Boyd made a couple of comments about the cliches that were being made. But he was very impressed with their start. You know, they have to make sure they maintain it as well. The opposite side of it, where Troy Hamilton said, "What the hell happened?" This is when you come out when you're half cocked and half asked about what you do in the role. Don't get scared about the words I use. This is the words that he used, not me.
Right? So just because someone else uses them off air doesn't mean you can use them on air.
The key factor for me is that he said it was 35 zip, and he goes, "What does that mean?" He said, "We've got time to get ourselves back into the game." So now they're just going to have to work their way back into it, and it's just bit by bit, and it's going back to their standards as well.
All right, second quarter is about to get underway for the Morwell Racing Club. Here's Timmy Sexton.
Anderson and Burr go at it. Burr got the tap down. D'Angelo was first with it. Get the free kick there in the middle of the ground for too high. And he's going to come straight out of the centre circle, deliver the ball inside 50 the Maroons. Hourigan comes out and takes the strong lead. And this is the start that the Maroons would have wanted.
They moved Tristan Wack into the middle of the ground. He wanted some big bodies in there as well. They said that Isaac Abbas was in there trying to do the same thing, so they tried to do the opposite to that now and get back on their own terms.
Absolutely. Couldn't have been a better start. In the hands of Hourigan. He's going to come in. He's going to kick from just inside 50. Looking for Traralgon's first score of the day here in the second quarter. It's on its way. It's going to be pushed to the right and through for a minor score.
Traralgon's first score of the match has come at the 1 minute mark of the second quarter on the Morwell Racing Club scoreboard. Maroons 1 behind 1 point, trailing Morwell 5-5-35.
Anderson for the Tigers. Going to come in short and find Cooling. The right back pocket.
Drink that.
That's Cooling, not Musil. Cooling, he's going to long outside his 50, but the hands of Wack, who probably needed some talk there from his teammates. He came in with the fist like a defender should. However, it was a 3-on-1 contest, and he could have easily taken that. But that's where that talk probably Troy Hamilton's talking about. They need to encourage each other about what's going on.
And Ty Hourigan, he was very vocal at the huddle pre Troy's talk as well. So he's very, very critical about the way they went about things in that first quarter.
So boundary throw in. Anderson and Burr. Burr with a clear tap down. Out there is Tate Marsh. He handballs forward, but picked off by Walsh. And Wack becomes the tackler. And we've got a ball up.
big word on the whiteboard there for the Tigers was pressure. And they've definitely brought that today so far. The key factor is to maintain it.
Second quarter for the Morwell Racing Club. Free kicks going the Ruckman's way in Tyler Anderson. Side trail by 34 points. There's Anderson's high kick. Just on the top of the head of Hurrigan's got a 4 to beat, and he can sometimes do that. Not on this occasion. Judah Leak was there for the Tigers. Great smother by Whack. Ball now in dispute. Bailey gives it across to Cooling. Had a fumble, able to pick it up. Give a handball to Walsh. They're going backwards, the Tigers. That might not be 15. Play on. Mills is under pressure to dump it out his defensive 50. Burr can't complete the mark, but finds the boundary with Anderson there as well. And under a little bit of pressure, the Tigers' defence at this level, if you have a fumble, you're in trouble.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the dump kick out. I thought that was the kick they needed to have to get out of that the danger zone. Traralgon didn't use it at all in that first quarter. They just were prepared to try and chip it around.
Absolutely. Anderson takes front position against Burr from over the back. Rosado came through, wasn't able to get anything clean. Ball comes out. Wax will be first out to there. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Cooling. Cooling tries to ragdoll him and Wax says get off. The thing that I didn't like here from the Maroons is Hurrigan's going up against 4 blokes, but there's no one at his feet. They need to work on that.
Someone's free.
Absolutely.
3 more.
Tate Marsh dumps the ball in on his left foot, going back and taking a good, strong contested mark there was Max Linton.
Switches on if they just hold on to it. Now it's closed down.
Yeah, guess who's in front of the switch, though?
Yeah,
Hurrigan.
Hurrigan.
Linton stays out to the far side here at the Rec Reserve. There's 5 in the pack, goes up. No one's down. Marsh looked for it. Handball came over the top from Cunico to Neocleus. Tried to play it smart without picking the ball up, but it's going to go over the boundary line. He was under pressure from Rosado. Just outside the Maroons 50.
I've got to say, though, too, the atmosphere out there from a crowd's perspective is enormous, too. And the crowd underneath the new grandstand here is big as well. So it's great to see for Sunday footy.
Thought they would have been unveiling it today, Scud.
Still not quite complete.
Anderson, it's wrapped up there is McCall. We're going to have a ball up just outside 50 for the Maroons.
4 minutes into the second quarter for the Morwell Racing Club. They've got a new date for Morwell Cup Day. 16th of November, it's a Sunday. Burr tapped it down. Rosado hit it at pace, couldn't take it with him. McCall didn't have it, and we'll get the free kick. So footballers today just know how smart it is. Just a little tap, don't take possession. Look for that free kick. And McCall did just that. He's got one inboard. It's McGuinness who's come off Hurrigan, and they use him up. And McGuinness rolls and chisels one, but it's going to be turned over because Tommy McMahon's picked it off. His kick was smothered. Ball in dispute right in the middle of the Rec Reserve. The big blokes try to get low. Reuters is there, and he is low. A good squeeze handball from Anderson to Cale. Now inboard. Cooling had it tackled quickly, holding the footy. Free kick going in the way of Tom McMahon.
The poor big blokes, they were stuck in the cricket pitch. They couldn't get down low enough.
So Tommy McMahon now kicks it inside forward 50, just on the top of Hurrigan's head. Linton was back there. Hurrigan fight for it. Bailey at ground level, barrels it out, dumps it to open space. McDonald come off his man. Little does well. That's Connor Little. And now he goes to ground and he'll win the free kick. Well done. So Connor Little has it, half-back flank for the Maroons. They trail by 34 points. 5 minutes, second quarter.
It's like Swanston Street down here on the benches at the moment. There's people going everywhere. Can everyone just settle down? I'm getting confused.
Little, he's going to try and take it. It's a kick that he shouldn't have tried to take. It's cut off by Galea. Galea's got a pass there open. If he can hit him, but he's put it out in front of the big fella. He takes one on, takes it 2 on, kicks a goal. No, he pushed it across.
Did everything right.
The big fella, he absolutely did everything on. Went around one, threw it on the boot, but only threw for a minor score.
More 5-6-36 on the Morwell Racing Club scoreboard, leading Traralgon 1 behind 1 point, coming up to the 6-minute mark, second quarter.
Boxy, you got an AFL score for us?
I do. While we're waiting there, it's the Swans 10-8-68. They lead the Dockers 7-6-48 into the third quarter. About 5 minutes to go.
Membry comes in and finds Hurrigan, who's now in his defensive 50. He's going to go long down the line, gets over the top for Anderson and finds Jackson McMahon. They're a true centre wing in 2 kicks. This is the best the Maroons have looked. He comes in board. This one's got to be on. It's looking for Cunico over the top of Walsh, and he finds him. The best transference that the Maroons have had, but what's he got next? Chip kick over the top. It's short. It's not going to be great for White. He's got a handball over the top, though, for Jacob Cunico. Swing rounds onto the left. Musil gets in the way, gets a smother on that one. Neocleus, quick hands to Cunico. Jacob finds Jordan in the kicks in on the left boot. He throws it from outside 50. Does Jacob Cunico. And that is a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
That definitely was, and he had the swing of the ball, gave him a lot of favours there as well, because it didn't look like it was going to do much until it started getting that swing on there too, but it's just a much-needed goal. They still don't look clean, the Maroons, at the moment either, because the pressure's been there. I'm going to call that a lucky goal because that's what it was. So they have to sustain it now with a back-to-back goal. They're going to do it a lot more cleaner than what they've just been doing now.
Traralgon's first goal has come at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. Murray Racing Club scoreboard has Traralgon at 117, trailing Morwell, who are 5-6, 36.
Just seem to be moving a little bit quicker, though, the Maroons in this quarter. Hourigan's kick to McMahon was a cracker. Tapped down by Musil. Here they go again. This is Jacob Cunico. Jordan, in fact, puts it in, and Mills takes the intercept mark. And he quickly plays on. He's got Bailey in the middle of the ground, finds him. And then he goes long to a one-on-one. It's Harry McCall. Good spoil back there. Rove nicely by McAuliffe. Gets around one. Takes on too many. Holding the footy. Did not see Jacob Cunico coming the other direction.
It's the third time he's been caught today.
They play on quickly. They get it half forward. Here's Jacko McMahon now. 60 metres out. Puts it to the shallow pocket. And just too much on it for Ty Hourigan, who was angry at that one because he had his space to move into. And I think McMahon just missed him.
Well, he had his player beat, and Dan McKenna had his defender beat too. But you said, you're right, Scud, those last two times they've got it inside their 50, it's been quick ball movement. The Tigers haven't been able to get their hands on it.
Dangerous spot inside forward 50 now. McKenna taps it down, does some roving work himself. Musil becomes the tackler. And that's a good stat there by Musil.
It's a little error. I'm not taking a drink. Gutter's already doing some weird things.
8 minutes of the second quarter. Here at Morwell, the Tigers lead it by 29 points.
McKenna tried to get the tap down. Reuters came through, got it on the boot, but wasn't able to get anything out of it. They're going to clear through Mills out to the far side there and into the hands of Cohen Campbell. Hasn't got much up ahead of him. He's going to go long out to the far side, and it's going to be McCall and Matt North, who does well north, and he's going to be paid a free kick against for a good contested mark. It's going to go to McCall. My favourite umpire. Comes back in board, does McCall.
Control, Tim. Control.
Finds McAuliffe. He plays on quickly here. One-on-one contest out the back. Good work there by Rosado. Got front position. Wasn't able to take the mark there, though. Maroons are going to rush it through Membry.
Ooh, no,
they didn't in the end. He looked to go back. He's going to come and take a clearing kick out to Tripodi. Still in their back 50. Tripodi, he's going to put a contest here for Hourigan. It goes over the top of the maul and is going to clear the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. About 70 metres around from the Tigers' goal. They still lead by 29 points here. 9.5 minutes gone, second quarter. Listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM. Sunday afternoon footy. Doesn't get much better, Scud.
No, it doesn't. 6th versus 3rd at the moment. And the Tigers are in front. There's a nice tap down by Abbas. Cunico left it behind. Anderson does some work at ground level. And we'll get the free kick, the big ruckman. Well done by Tyler Anderson.
Just been a little bit errant, haven't they, the Tigers? Just with a couple of silly free kicks and a couple of errors as well. They've just got to make sure they get a clean head.
They just told him who's on the man on the mark, and that's not right either. But anyway, Tim, hold your breath. The kick goes backwards. And now they go inboard on the 45 to Brown. Brown's going to continue the switch on the outer side where North has it. Top of the defensive 50 for the Maroons. Far side of the Morwell Rec Reserve. Short kick to McMahon under pressure. Good contest. McMahon takes the mark. They're still at half back. Look at the numbers in the centre.
One-on-ones in the middle.
Everywhere.
They're all one-on-ones.
There's one forward for the Maroons and there's lots, and they find some space through whack. Centre wing. And they're still all high. The chip out wide. He's got some space on the outer side. Is that Little? Yep. It is. He takes the mark and rolls to that one-on-one inside forward 50. Walsh and McMahon. McMahon with good body work. And he's called it a push.
It's only because the arms were extended he called the push. He was just a little bit sucked in then by the umpire because I thought the body work was perfect then.
You called it right there, Scud, and Boxer, absolutely. So the Tigers are going to clear it out of their defensive 50 into the hands there of Cooling. Wearing the white boots today, Scud.
He's got 15.
Yeah, be easier if he had a pair on. We know what it is, but he's got that big sleeve tat just like his dad. He goes back into their defensive pocket. They're going to try and get the switch on here. The kick's got to be good. Into the hands there of Quigley. He's hacking his goal square. Quigley, not much movement though, but he finds the open player out there coming through in Gazara. He goes out wide, finds the man in McGuinness. They've had about 10 possessions, and he's going to finally dump it long down towards the centre wing here. Coming from over the back was Harry McCole. He had nothing. Handball over the top, ends up with Matt North. His handball not to anyone in particular. It's going to go to ground. It's going to be Cohen Campbell that's first there. Cunico. Jacob gets there first, and he'll see it over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. Far side here at Morwell Rec Reserve. About 70 metres around from the Maroons' goal. They've finally got on the scoreboard in this quarter after being scoreless in the first. It's a 29-point lead, 12 minutes into this second quarter for the Tigers.
So Musil and Anderson. Anderson in the front spot, taps it down. Wack was there, left it behind. Rosado, handball over the top. Gazara, Neocleus closes. Rosado received the handball to Bailey. They go forward again by hand to Anderson. High kick, one-on-one. McDonald and Little. McDonald takes a strong mark in front of Connor Little. That's a good battle at the moment.
It's been a great battle, Scott, as well.
50-50, I'd say, at the minute. As Brandon McDonald, is he right on his limit, I would say.
Just pointed to where he wanted it to. And I think that you look at when McMahon went into the Hurricane, just that small difference of being able to hit your target is the key here.
So right on 50, make it 48 in the end. Got close enough, but then underneath it, and they're able to spoil it through. So a minor score on the Morwell Racing Club scoreboard at the 13-minute mark.
It's a 30-point margin in Morwell's favour, 5-7-37, leading Traralgon 1-1-7.
It's the second quarter here at the Morwell Rec Reserve. Great to have your company on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. Sunday footy at its absolute best. Tim Sexton, Daryl Cooling with you.
Mitch Membry. And Nick Boxer-Lachina and Paul Carter.
We're not here, Paul.
Yeah, we're not here, Bob.
Comes in out to centre wing. Tripodi's going to get his hands on it. He's taken over in a tackle over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
It's not our fault the Tigers lost last night,
No, it's not.
Paul.
I'll tell you. Boxers has never me so quickly. When you mentioned it was just you and me, Scud. It's all right, Boxer, you're still here. You can sit down so as I can see.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I've got an upset tummy.
Boundary umpire puts it in. McKenna over the back, gets the tap down. Reuters had one arm held, so he couldn't get it. Galea was first onto it there, though. McKenna bends down. He's wrapped up by two Tigers players. We'll have another ball up. Plenty of stoppages, plenty of tough contest as we expected between these two sides. So runner Rick Galea slowly walks off the ground.
That was running, mate.
Bird took front position. Cunico couldn't get it. Galea threw it on the boot. Wasn't able to get anything from it. Wack throws the boot in there and gets it forward. Bo White's going to be first onto it.
Ooh.
If he can pick it up, he'll get a chance. Cooper Brown's got it on. He takes on Campbell, shoves him aside, puts it forward and finds Jackson McMahon 45 metres out inside their 50.
That's the hurt of a missed tackle. Campbell, I know that he was the last one on the scene, but he had enough pace and wheels to get to it. He just didn't let the tackle stick, and this might hurt him a little bit as well because we know how good of a kick McMahon is at goal.
Yeah, he doesn't miss these. He is dead. No, he's dead eye.
Here he is, the commentator's curse.
He is dead eye.
He has been.
He's just having a crack.
He is.
Keep it going, mate.
He should not miss.
How is that Morwell eye going?
He
Here
won't
it is.
miss.
Jacko McMahon from 45 out.
Can't miss.
Puts it on its way.
Told you.
And
Told
the goal
ya.
umpire does a move and says, there's the first one for you for today, Jacko.
Told you. Can't miss.
Yeah, it was a good kick in as well, and it was a good lead to boot. The thing with the BMAC situation and the McMahon one then too, well, both similar distances. The fact is that BMAC second-guessed himself having a shot that far out. If he was second thinking, he should be passing the ball off.
Margin back to 24 points in Morwell's favour, and we're at the 15.5-minute mark of the second quarter. Morwell Racing Club scoreboard has Morwell 5-7-37, leading Traralgon 2-1-13.
Not a single goal kicked towards the city end of the ground here so far. We've had 7 in the afternoon. The Maroons get the 2 in this second quarter. Kicking to the highway end. Burr taps it down. McAuliffe left it behind for Wack, who drives it back inside forward 50. One-on-one. Roscoe couldn't complete it. Good spoil by Linton. McMahon at ground level with Cale. Good tackle this time by Tommy Cale. And we'll have a ball up right on the top of the 50.
Sure there's no breeze?
Oh, there's no breeze.
Yeah, exactly. You'd think there'd be a 5-goal breeze. So 16 minutes travelled, second quarter. Umpire gets us back underway. McMahon with a tap down, goes forward. They try to run onto it to the Maroons. Burr with a kick. That is insufficient intent every day of the week, and the umpire agrees with me. And the free kick will go Harvey Neocleus' way. He's too far out to score. He'll look for a short or kick it to the top of the square, and he goes sort of short, top of the square. Not really. It was a bit of a nothing kick in the end by Harvey, and easy for the Tigers to defend.
That midfield of the Maroons have really got on top. I reckon they've got every centre clearance this quarter so far, Paul.
They certainly have, all three.
There you go.
Good work reading
I'm on.
Good work reading over Paul's shoulder before you asked the question there, Boxer. We're just waiting for the ball to come back here. Back over the fence. But even that last goal from McMahon was the first time that the little mosquitoes of the Maroons had actually been able to get out and get some run going. So boundary throwing back in. Hourigan over the back. Big tap over the back. Looking to get the clearing kick. Nothing came out of it there, though. McMahon didn't have it. The umpire threw his arms in the air and said, play on. We've got a ball up 40 metres out from the Traralgon goal. Don't you put Metamucil in my drink there. Put Metamucil in my drink there. That'll be the last thing you do all afternoon. Burr and Hourigan. Hourigan over the back. Looking to get out of there. On the left foot, send it goalward. It's going to be across the face. It's going to hit the behind post. We're going to out of bounds on the full. Probably not the most ideal kick there as they were running in. Centering to the top of the square would have been better, but it's going to be a free kick to the Tigers, and McInnes is going to come in and just finds Bailey. Boyd Bailey still in his 50. He's got a lead on short, and that's Cooling. Takes the mark, going to come back in board on 45. Better play here from the Tigers, finds McAuliffe. Where's his next kick? Work back off the mark. Going to dump it long down the line. True centre wing. North's got front position. Abbas is going to come from the back. Dalia does well. McDonald, puts it over the top. He was looking to run onto it. Tom McMahon was onto that one, and he puts it out over the boundary line in front of the Tigers coach's box here. Still in front, 5-7-37 to the Maroons, 3-1-19.
Got a quick netball score in the A grade here as well. Cracking game at the minute. Morwell 29 to Traralgon 24 at halftime.
Wack got the handball out to Beau White. Fumbled what he shouldn't have, but then was able to get the handball out. Cashmore, he left it behind. And Cooling's going to dump it out of the true middle there. Oh, good job, though. Josh Galea got the spoil in front, but Tom McMahon's first up.
Remember, he's in trouble.
Is his shoulder?
He's gone down. Marsh has got the ball out on the far side. Goes over the top. Matt North just stuck it on his head, but then Neocleus came in and got the kick out. It's going to end back up with Tate Marsh. The Maroons haven't been clean. They put pressure on Tom McMahon here.
High.
His head's ripped off there. Not happy with it either.
It could be an elbow, actually, and I don't know if it's a shoulder or an elbow. It's just the way he's holding his arm. It's really hard to work out exactly what he's done, but I think the Galea contact from the spoils done the damage there.
Went over the top looking for Hourigan. No one was able to take it there. And Linton, in true professional style, just happy to just roll that one over the boundary line.
It's a stinger for Membry.
I was going to say, I was going to call it a stinger as well. He's called the trainers away too, so he's just trying to rub that one out.
Musil and Anderson have got it. Far wing here. Musil front position, got the tap down. Coming through there was McAuliffe. Did well, got the handball out to Rosado. That big body of his working hard. Wack gets his hand on top of it. Musil, give that a handball to Musil.
And a drink for
And
Boxer.
a drink for Boxer.
Jesus.
The Metamucil goes down when Musil gets a touch. The Metamucil works. It's a big tap.
In the most delightful way.
Anderson. Is that their tagline?
I'm not sure what the tagline is.
North's kick didn't go too far. McCall gives it back to Bailey. Coughed the footy up. Walsh is there for support for the Tigers. At half-back, kicks it down the line towards Quigley. Couldn't complete the mark, but he'll get the free kick. So Quigley has it right in the middle. He goes inboard to Cooling, who turns. Bailey's on, chips over the top to Boyd Bailey. Open space for McDonald to work into, but he goes shorter to Cody McDonald. And Tim, you've been pointing at that man for about 5 minutes.
He went from in the middle of the ground. Obviously, they're going, surely someone's going to go to him. I was trying to get the Tigers to go to him, and they eventually found him. But I'm not sure what happened there, but he's going to go over the top.
To Bailey again.
And find Bailey, who was unmarked. That's just poor from the Maroons.
That is poor from Maroons, but I think that's smart football from young McDonald as well, because he knew his limitations, and he just knew that he wasn't never going to make that distance. They don't have the height. Now that Abbas's got down there, they have got the height. But Boyd Bailey worked so hard to get in there.
But how do you let him just wander
pressure.
into the 50?
Yeah, a renowned goal kicker, Morwell's best player, and he's now got a shot from about 40 metres out, slightish angle, and the much-needed one for the Tigers. Just to steady the ship a little bit, but he's just tugged it to the left, just slid across to the left, and it's a minor score. It is their third score.
Three behinds this quarter. Darrell taking their score to 5-8-38 on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. They're 19 points ahead of Traralgon with 3-1-19.
Membry with the stinger, comes inboard, finds Brown. They've been better kicking in from fullbacks this quarter. Boxer. Brown, he's going to pull his kick, and it's a great kick, and finds Anderson.
Very good kick.
Clever kick there by Cooper Brown on his left. Anderson, what's he got up the field?
Hourigan.
Wack's going to be his target. Wack or Hourigan?
Hourigan.
Puts it on top of each of their heads. Hourigan's in front position, does well. Does McInnes. Reuters with the quick handball to Neocleus. They've got run on, it's Hourigan. He delivers a ball. McMahon's going to be clear out. And Hourigan says, that's how you deliver me the football. McMahon goes over the top, and he's going to find Wack.
The crowd want 50.
We've obviously got some Traralgon boys that are sitting in front of us. Wack's going to be he's in a tough pocket here for the right footer.
Just while he's setting up, we didn't see this in the first quarter, but Maroon's forward handball is just starting to come into the game, and that's when they're most dangerous.
Wack's going to be on the left, put on the left boot.
He wants to
snap it round on the left, comes round, puts it on its way, and it's a goal. It is a Zambrero goal of the day contender. Tristan Wack from outside the boundary on the left foot. Goal to the Maroons.
So many mirror moments in this game that both sides have done in each quarter. And now that the Tigers stopped doing what they were doing in that first quarter, the Maroons are actually doing what they should have been doing in that first quarter. It was 2 kicks out of their defensive 50 that got them to this kick here, and that forward handball that Scud spoke about. The McMahon lead was absolutely perfect. So Hourigan just timed their run. They hit the handball forward, and they finished off with a beautiful goal, Wack.
Margin now 13 points. So we have played 26 minutes of the second quarter. Morwell 5-8-38 are leading Traralgon 4-1-25. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard.
Still looking for that first goal are the Tigers. The Maroons have slammed on 4 in the quarter and reducing the margin minute by minute. Back to the middle they go. D'Angelo tries to get a handball. He does. Out towards Cashmore. Low kick to half forward. Couldn't get to Reuters. Walsh goes to ground. He's in trouble. You can tell by the crowd supporters in the grandstand holding the footy to Reuters. Reuters has got Hourigan into the pocket. Oh, he's got 4 to beat again. And Hourigan nearly does that. Roved, no, not quite by Cunico. Now he gets the free kick. for a leg and a chance for the Maroons to get 5 in the quarter.
Yeah, it's just again, we'll talk about that midfield of the Maroons. They are well and truly on top here. Centre clearances will be, what, 5-1, Paul?
That's exactly right, bro. Well done.
Are you doing your own stats over there?
He hasn't got anything else. He's just got stats, centre clearances. I'm looking at his sheet.
No, that's a tissue. I'm blowing my nose.
So Jordan Cunico, 45-degree angle, 40 metres out, looking for 5 in the quarter to respond, and he does just that. Jordan Cunico, I tell you what, the Cunicos are having a bit of a day out. They've got 3 of their goals so far. Jacob's got 2, and now Geordie joins the party.
And what Hamilton did at quarter time as well, he put the trust back in the players. He challenged them in regards to their performance during that first quarter, and then he said, I trust that we can work our way back into it. They had 10 scoring shots to 0. I got faith that you can actually work your way back into it, and guess what? It's starting to happen now.
7 points, the margin, 27-minute mark of the second quarter. The 7 points is Morwell's advantage, 5-8-38 to 5-1-31 on the Motor Racing Club scoreboard.
Tigers have put their experience back into the middle of the ground. It's Abbas, Rosado, Bailey and Quigley, but Rosado's taken D'Angelo off the ball. There's going to be a free kick to the Maroons. D'Angelo from the centre circle, puts the ball inside 50. Hourigan comes out, takes a strong mark. Over the top of Linton there. They're not happy about it. And here we go. It's going to be 50. D'Angelo's got into the face there of Harry McCall, and he's responded. And the umpire from 50 metres away seen it. And it's going to be a 50. And the Maroons, they're going to kick their 6th of the quarter and be back to within 1 point.
Wow. And before that 52 then, Timmy, I was just about to say, you could just tell by the body language from some of the defenders, especially Max Linton them too, and it's not directed at Max, but you could just see the frustration kick in. When Hourigan took the mark and they won that another centre clearance out, you can just tell that all the hard work they put in for that 30 minutes in that first quarter is out the window because they haven't gone one-on-one in that middle of the ground, and their midfield are absolutely getting I can't think of the word.
Absolutely. They're on top. The Maroons are on top. It's a 1 point game. It was 35 points was the margin at quarter time.
Obliterated?
You would obliterated.
Obliterated.
Abbas first tap down, gets it to Bailey. The experienced heads go at it. They look to go inside 50. Nothing coming from it. Tate Marsh is going to be first to it. He gets the kick along. Rolling there, Cooper Brown. If he can get the handball off, it's not. It's over the boundary in front of the Tigers coach's box.
We've got it all in today. Got an aeroplane coming over the ground as well. Back in the day, they used to throw at Thorpe. They used to drop spuds and onions out of the aeroplane.
Don't worry, Scud's got it on his radar as to exactly what is it. What is it, Scud?
It's one of our... No, I won't take it.
Got it all.
Boundary throw in on centre wing. Rosado's there. Head down. Cunico with a tackle. A strong tackle as well. We're going to ball up. What a game.
It's got everything in this game.
It's what we expected, but by the scoreline, you'd expect it to be a 10-goal breeze going one way, wouldn't you?
No goals are being kicked at the city end of the ground. And there's been 11 kicked at the other end. It's a 1 point margin on Sunday afternoon footy, a secondary stoppage in front of us. On the packed grandstand, the packed viewing deck.
I'll tell you what to top it off. Party pies and sandwiches at half-time up here as well.
Let's hope we get a little bit from the sponsors' luncheon. As Abbas is into the ruck and now taps it down. Clear advantage in height over Anderson. No one can win it from this stoppage, though.
We don't want half-eaten sandwiches either.
Not from Howie. That's what Howie will bring us.
Howie will bring us that up.
Closing in on half-time. It's been a big moment, all thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. What a half of football it's been. And now Cunico wrapped up in the tackle. Lost it, and he's caught a dumping tackle. Ooh. Free kick goes Jordan Cunico's way on the wing. And it's going to reverse, is it? Oh, my goodness. They're having too much control.
What for?
Whack bumped in to Boyd Bailey. And
oh, my goodness gracious me.
Nothing in it at all. Bailey
let him play.
Kicks it towards McDonald. McDonald takes the mark and wheels and goes. Can't be long to go. Musel's the target. Good spoil by Membry. Attacking it hard. McAuliffe kept it in the field of play. Handball's forward. Musel's there. Membry's there. Ball over the boundary line. Boundary throw in. And then, ladies, the guys in green.
Jared Waitley said, sack them all.
Yeah. Just got to
really? in a game at the AFL.
Oh, wow.
Just got to hold onto their whistle. They do. Boundary throw in inside the Tigers forward 50. Whistle
which way's going to go? Oh no!
Wow. Tigers free kick. 31 minutes and a half gone.
Watch the replay. They are both whacked each other. Whack and Bailey.
Let's have a look at it.
Whack and Bailey. whacked each other.
No, not there.
And now he's going to pay 50.
And an absolute certain goal. Whack is not happy. And the Tigers just need to put the goal through because it's 32 minutes have gone.
And Ty Hourigan's talking to Blake in the middle too.
And, and they're getting into each other's ears here at the moment too. Whack just needs to let it go, run back to the middle of the ground. And
Hey, that one
the
then.
ball.
So Boyd Bailey, stop your barracking, Timmy. Bailey gets the goal. Tigers get it out.
Boxer's just nearly necked himself as he's trying to stand up.
First goal to the what's it?
Tigers.
To
to Morwell.
the town end.
City end.
The city end of the ground today, and it comes at the 32-minute mark of the second quarter, taking them all to a 7-point lead on the Morwell Racing Club scoreboard. Tigers 6-8-44, leading Traralgon 6-1-37.
Oh, I tell you, there was all excitement there. Boxer's just trying to stand up, and he didn't know what he was doing there.
No H&S don't need to come in on Monday.
Work cover.
No,
Covers
back to the middle.
Leads are all okay. Bell back in the middle. Anderson and Abbas go at it again. Abbas put it in there. Rosado, he fends off one. He throws it on the boot. Going to inside 50. Couldn't get there. McCall did well. Put his hand over it there. Was North. He's going to work his health to get his hands out there. There's about 10 over the ball at the moment.
Goodness gracious.
And the umpire comes in and says, I'll have it this time. 33 minutes gone here. Can't be long to go. Anderson does well. The Tigers get it inside 50. Donald, there it is. So running into goal, looking for a one there. Big quarter for the Maroons. They kick 6. The Tigers respond with a controversial goal there at the end for 1. And we've got a 7-point margin. It is the Tigers in front, 7 points. And it's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on a huge range of clothes dryers.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it out. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball. I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through. It's going to get through. And that is a zero.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
I'll eat that before I go. Into it, mate. Just turned into a real good one.
Welcome back. It is, of course, half-time. Both sides in their huddles. Umpires in the middle. Last-minute messages before they go out for this big third quarter, an all-important third quarter as well. Of course, the Tigers lead by 7 points, 6-8-44. Traralgon 6-1-37. Goal scorers in that half for you. Jacob Cunico has 2. Jackson McMahon, Jordan Cunico, Tristan Wack and Ty Hourigan have 1. While for the Tigers, all individual. Brandon McDonald, Josh Galea, Boyd Bailey, Brandon McAuliffe, Cohen Campbell and Sam Gazzara. Box Lachino, quick score check from the AFL.
Yeah, g'day, Scott. It's a close one down at the SCG. The Swans were leading by a fair bit, and the Dockers have fought their way back in. There's 2.5 minutes to go in the last quarter, and it's the Swans 13-10-88. They lead the Dockers 12-11-83. And over at Adelaide Oval, the Crows have a 3-point lead over the Demons. It's 2-3-15 to Melbourne 1-6-12.
Bit of a breeze just picked up in the commentary box here. Doesn't seem to be any wind outside, but a little bit happening.
There's a bit of a window open here.
Is there? Right. Is that what I can feel?
It's getting cold.
It's not what I can smell.
Rightio. This important third quarter. We've all predicted it's going to be a tight one, except for you, Boxer. Went for 37 points for Traralgon. Still a chance, obviously, but this is really in the balance, this game of footy. It's going to be exciting to see how it pans out. Both sides are out. Anything major to note early? Timmy, can you pick up any matchups? Looks like McGuinness and Hourigan still stay with each other.
Yeah, Bass has gone forward again, so they've gone back with Burr in the ruck.
All right, up against Anderson. To start us off in this third quarter for McDonald's, Burr taps it down. Rosato's there, gives it to Bailey. He taps it out wide, looking for a runner, but the runner there was D'Angelo. He goes inside forward, 50, hits the chest and accelerates out from Roscoe. And Roscoe has it directly in front. Oh, this will be a start.
What a start and a half that is too as well. And there's just a little error there from the midfield. Rosato had control, but just had a little bit of added pressure from D'Angelo. Was a great play.
So Blair Roscoe on the Gippsland power list, back for today. Directly in front, 40 metres out, left footer. has pushed it to the left. Or has he? It's swung back to the right. They're asking for touch. They're going to come together and look at the replay. Looking at the post, I think it might have hit the post. The umpire says, I'll have the ball. I'm not sure why you need it because there's no video footage. We'll just take our time, and the umpire says, touched. One behind. Hit the post, in fact.
Overruled from the field umpire.
There you go. Margin sits at 6. Quick kick in. Goes out the back. Cashmore's there for the Maroons. Handballs forward to Reuters. In traffic. Gets it out wide to D'Angelo. Takes on the tackler of Burr. Gets around another tackler. Now sells some candy. Back towards Reuters by hand. A sweeping handball across now to Cunico. And Cunico's kick to the open spot. Hourigan! Team football from the Maroons. Jacob Cunico with a beautiful kick to tie Hourigan directly in front. He shouldn't miss from here.
No, he shouldn't. Rosado detached himself away from Hourigan.
Did last year.
He did too.
He's ruined that decision just to give him enough space there. Hourigan's got a reach and a half on him as well. The accuracy would be the most important part.
20 metres out, should not miss from here. 2 minutes in and gets it. Hourigan's got a couple. The Maroons all important, get the first one of the third quarter towards the city end of the ground.
So it's only taken 2 minutes, and the turnovers from the Tigers has been high already, and it's cost them a goal so far this quarter. To tie the scores up. So they're just going to tidy things up through that midfield. That's where they got hurt in that second quarter, and then they just got done again in that first centre bounce.
As Boxer said, the score are tied up at 44 points apiece. It's 6-8 to 7-2, and that's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 7
of the last 8 goals to the Maroons as Burr gets the tap down. No one's going to go anywhere out of that. Rosado's the last man up off the ground, and we'll have another ball up in the centre here. Tigers just need to get the ball back in their hands. Umpire comes in, throws it back up in the centre of the ground. Burr got the tap down. D'Angelo's first. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Bailey. He's good enough to try and get the handball out. Umpire signalled a handball and then said, you held the ball.
Did he say you could have handballed?
Could have handballed, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
So Bailey, he's going to clear it out wide. Go out there into the hands of Walsh. Walsh looks to go inside 50. Abbas on the lead. Oh, he's dropped what he should have. He nearly did an for Dorban. And Neocleus is going to come out. He gives the handball to D'Angelo. He's taking the tackler on there, and that one's holding the ball too. He went to fend off to try and take the tackler on. It'll be cooling. Strong like his mum.
Hey.
He comes in, he delivers the ball inside 50. Whack gets back. Hands to it. Who's going to be first there for the Maroons is McDonald. Great kick by there. Ends up in the hands of Galea. And he points straight to the goals and says, I'm going to take the responsibility here.
I like that idea. He's just had a nice cool head then too, McDonald as well, and good move it too by Galea.
He's done a couple of good things like that. He did one to Bailey in the second quarter, and then this one here for Galea. Galea comes in from about 25, right forward pocket, the right foot on its way. He goes the banana. And what a goal! Josh Galea slots it through for his second, and that is well and truly a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
Yeah, it was a good finish too. And I was just a little making a remark too about his kicking, so he put me to shame there as well. But it was a great finish then too. Just the Isaac Abbas lead and drop mark as well. It's just one of those things. His hands look so tight when he tries to mark. I don't know whether he just needs to soften his hands or he just needs a little bit of time, maybe with a couple of footballers that can actually work with him as well. So one of the things that they really let him down.
6-point lead to Morwell, 4-point marks of the third quarter.
Burr taps it down. D'Angelo's there with Walsh. Walsh got a foot in. Anderson does well at ground level as well for the Maroons.
You offering your services, Boxer?
No, I was talking about Darryl. But I mean, you just got to soften your hands. I mean, it's just he looked a little bit rigid then. At
the back it goes for this stoppage. Walsh bursting his way through. Anderson becomes a tackler again.
And just another side note too. Steve Halseman is the runner now for Traralgon. He hasn't even run out there at all today. Is he just like a token runner?
Well, he's a wealth of knowledge. Joel Skolters is the other one.
I think Joel might be trying to get some Ks in the league for when he's ready to come back.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's not too far away, Joel. And tapped down by Anderson. Roved again. He does really well. High kick. Big pack. McKenna will come and spoil it, and then down Reuters at ground level. Handballs across now to Marsh. Marsh has got a runner who can give it back to Reuters. It's 2-on-1, and now Reuters goes to a dangerous spot. Hourigan! Oh, good spoil by Quigley. Got it out wide to Galea. Galier's handball to the run of Cohen Campbell. He has some toe. 1 bounce, 2 bounces on the outer wing, 3 bounces, hesitates, gets around a tackler, 4 bounces, delivers beautifully to McDonald.
Give it back to him.
McDonald now turn and goes deep in the square. It's 1-on-1. Isaac Abbas gets tugger of the jumper. And nearly McDonald was going to take the advantage. Cashmore wrapped him up. Abbas. Now this plays on quickly. Kicks around the body, Isaac Abbas. Wastes no time, doesn't want any pressure, but he puts it through for the Tigers. Cohen Campbell, take your hat off. Bounces on the outer wing. That's what we want to see.
And he took him on twice too, there, Scud, as well. So showed some genuine pace there too. But that's what I want to see Isaac Abbas do. Have that one-on-one contest in the goal square. Don't be so far high up. And the ball comes to ground. He's won himself a free kick. But that's the way you build your confidence up now. So hopefully we can see a little bit more from Isaac this afternoon.
My nomination for the big moment of the match, I think, that run. 12-point lead for Morwell at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Anderson got the tap down there. Bailey's first 2 at Wax. Going to give away the free kick, though.
Got to see Paul putting his neck out.
Yeah. Gets a quick handball off coming through there. Walsh delivers the ball forward. It's a running ball. Abbas is going to be first to it. Does well. The big fella gets it down. Wrapped up in a strong tackle by Membry. Head over it there by Anderson. He gets a tap across. McDonald on the right boot. Could it be 3 in the row for the Maroons? The Tigers. It's rushed over the line there from Marsh.
Galier tried to soccer it.
I know. Instead, he should have shepherded that through. Minus score there for the Tigers.
More 8-9-57. 13-point leaders over Traralgon. 7-2-44.
Comes back in and it's Cunico. Jordan. He's going to come out wide and find Tripodi. Tripoti's got a short option on, but he's going to take a bit of a run. He runs off McDonald there, takes 3 bounces. Anderson shuts him down. He goes along the line. It's a great kick to Jackson McMahon. There's blokes everywhere in the protected area, and it is going to be paid 50.
And that was just, that was Burr, wasn't it? Coming off the ground.
Yeah, he just needed to run the other direction instead of just coming off the ground. And this is going to put Jacko McMahon, as you said, Scud, he doesn't miss. Doesn't miss. He's going to put him in from about 35 out.
He doesn't miss. He's one of the best set shots in the comp, and he's a backman. He just doesn't miss. He's unbelievable.
I'm not sure. Has he ever played forward? Yeah. Or he's just all of it. He found his spot as a back.
Yep.
Anyway, McMahon's going to come in and try and break this 2-goal run from the Tigers from about 35 out. Slide angle. Ball on its way.
Told you.
And he doesn't not miss. And it's through for Jacko McMahon. That's his second of the day.
Just those little bit of brain fades as well again. They come back to haunt you later on. And that's just it's a rule, isn't it, Timmy boy? So you just can't go within the protected area.
Yes, Boxer. That's why they paid the 50. That's a rule.
Maybe that headband's a little bit too tight on his head, young Burry. Jeebus creepers.
Back to 7-point margin in Morwell's favour on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard at the 8-minute mark of this third quarter. 8-9-57 Morwell leading Traralgon 8-2.
I dare to drink your Powerade. I dare to drink it.
Wouldn't believe it's a rule, would you, Scott?
You'd be shocked if they paid and it wasn't a rule. So back to the middle. Anderson tapped it straight to Musil, who handballed to Bailey. High kick to half forward. Rosato's gone forward. Crashed the pack at ground level. Cashmore works hard. Head over it was Leake. McColl's back there with Marsh. That's Cade. And we'll have a ball up right on the point of the square, attacking side for the Tigers.
I know that's what he does a lot of, Rosato, but he has done it really well today and created that space, hoping that another Tiger's going to be able to run through and pick up the ball sometimes.
Exactly right. Ruckman with Abbas and Anderson. Abbas tapped it, tried to get it over his head. Quick kick by Galier. Goes high, inside forward 50. Membry, 2-on-1 for the Maroons, and they win it. And now Membry's got the outlet kick to North. North can stroll out of the defensive 50. It's starting to open up just a little bit. Ran a long way and then delivered. And he found his teammate in Cashmore. Still in defensive 50. Oh, he's been called to play on. McColl was behind him.
He's in the protected area.
Well, North was there though, Timmy, so it was okay. Cunico squeezed a handball out. Under pressure is North.
This was happening in the first quarter.
Brown. Good body work from Brown. McAuliffe comes in. Got to win the football, someone. Brown said, I'll try to. McAuliffe tackles him and balls it up.
McAuliffe just needed the ball then.
Yep.
That was the pressure that they had in the first quarter. The Tigers, they've started to bring it again. 10 minutes gone, third quarter, 7 points is the Tigers' lead. With the half-forward flank here for the Tigers. And Bass has come up to do the ruck work against Anderson. He gets the tap down. It's going to come out. Well, Bass nearly roved it himself. Anderson will rove it instead. The two ruckmen are playing their own game at the moment. Anderson, he's going to be wrapped up there. There's the Tigers one. by Cunico. We'll have another ball up here.
You get the sense this is tight now. This is a cracking game. This will go down to the wire.
They both had their quarter, and
Yeah.
now this is in. So 2 goals each for both sides this quarter. Abbas does work well. Front position Wack will get the tap down there.
Is that no?
No, throw it. No, he wasn't
I know
in the
it
ruck.
was a second ruck, but
Yeah, wasn't in the ruck. So the ruckman had it, and then he just played. So
even if it's still in the air, doesn't matter.
no, as long as the ruckman have touched it. The only thing that could have been though was
Razor Ray.
My name is Timmy Sexton.
could have been insufficient intent though, Scud.
Yeah, good point. Boundary throw and a bash with a big tap down.
they're
Tigers
out.
got numbers. It's Quigley. Handballs across now to
Goal.
Rosado. Pushes across the face. McDonald will go back. And good mark by Membry. Although the umpire's saying my ball, I think. No?
How's it?
The boundary umpire put his hand up. It's either on the full or it's a mark, you would have thought, Tim.
Yeah.
Because you can't be out of bounds.
That was out of bounds.
He had 2 grabs at it.
No, it was a clean grab.
it was a clean
Membry
mark.
had a clean grab.
Yeah.
And pay the mark. Exactly right.
Yeah. Good work there by the umpires all coming in.
Yes, well done.
Boundary umpires out.
11-minute mark of this third quarter for McDonald's. Margin sits at 7. Tigers lead it. As Membry's kick goes to the outer side. Does it get over the back? This is where they like it, the Maroons. A little tap backwards. Marsh is there, tackled by Anderson. And right on half-forward flank again. Big
Scud
moments, thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club.
Around the grounds, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Gippsland in the A-grade final score went to Morwell today, 59-41.
Abbas got the tap down there. Coming out of there was Wack. Walsh tried to get it. No one's clean with it. Neocleus, he's wrapped up straight away.
And while we're at it then, let's go to the AFL. It's your Demons. They're in front, 4-7-31 to Adelaide 2-3-15, and they're 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Call it off.
Watch this. Pull the light plug or something. Does well. They're going over the top there. Was quickly handballed it to himself. Umpire said it was still in play. Delivers the ball in.
Oh, that's
McCole.
50. Oh, he had a step too north.
Settle down, boys.
Goal goes short. And that's into the hands there. Gazara. He gives the handball off back to McCole. He comes in.
Good smother.
Smothered there by North. Cunico to Wack. He's going to deliver the ball forward. Roscoe's got to go here for the Maroons. Does well, but the Tigers have got the numbers there. Comes back out through Abbas. Out on the true centre wing. He goes to Musil. Musil with the kick. It's short. Just good enough to Linton. Not quite, but Linton did well just to hold it in there.
Why is Musil playing spare?
Boxer, is he loose in the back line?
Where do you reckon Scud went at half time? Cunico, Marsh got the handball out. Cashmore, the handball. It's going to be turned over there through McCall. He did well. Finds Bailey on the left foot. Delivers the ball inside. It's going to be a free kick from behind. It's that hugging again, Scud.
It is.
Hugging again there by McDonald. Little, and he's going to play on quickly. He's got Jacob Cunico out. On the far side, he ignored him. Jacob said, I've just run 100 metres. Why don't you kick it to me? Little goes back in and said, I'll kick it to Jordan instead.
There he goes, lateral now. Gets it out wide to Jacob, the Cousins. Jacob looks up on the far side of the Morwell Rec Reserve. Not much down the line. There's numbers everywhere. Steps around Gazara, though. And now left foot high kick. It's a long, deep kick. Hurrigan's got the set and will take the mark. He had 2 Tigers to beat. Rolls quickly. McMahon's on a strong searching lead. Hurrigan does not miss him. And McMahon does not miss goals. Mark it down.
It's the beauty of quick movement as well.
I'll tell you, if you want anyone kicking the ball inside 50, it's Hurrigan,
It's
isn't it?
Hurrigan, because he knew as soon as Ty had it, McMahon was leading. He already had detached himself from his opponent. He had 5 yards in front of him, and the kick was perfect.
If he's not the best player on the ground, he's the most valuable player on the ground. There's Jackson McMahon now with a shot on goal. He's got 2 this afternoon. Tidy Shangle, he misses. He doesn't kick points, though. That's my point. When he misses, he doesn't miss the goals. This time it's gone out of bounds on the full, so it doesn't count.
He's missed everything by 25 metres.
That's the worst kick I've ever seen him do. Anyway, he didn't miss the goals. That's okay. So, McGuinness.
He missed the goals.
He did miss it, yeah.
He missed the whole lot.
McGuinness's kick. Oh, lucky for the Tigers. They had 2 there. Walsh was there. Comes inboard on the 45 to Anderson. Where's the run? It comes from Walsh, who kicked it. Kicks down to the wing area. It's going to go over the top of the head of McKenna. They got numbers. Good handball by Galea. Across to McCole. McCole's got an open forward line. He needs to bounce. He needs to get a favourable one. And it doesn't. It sits up for Connor Little. He chisels one into the outside. They got some open space. Jacob Cunico runs out of his defensive 50. Has a bounce. Kicks along the wing. There's Hurrigan. takes the mark and runs away. Turns and goes quickly to McMahon. What football from the Maroons. Transition footy at its best. And McMahon, he's a bit hesitant now after his last shot on goal. Slows things up.
I think it's time to make that move on McGinn's now with Hourigan. I think it's he looked a little bit lost with that last kick there, and he actually looked a little bit tired too. I think Ty's running him around a fair bit.
So this is a better shot from McMahon. These ones he doesn't miss. On the other side, 45 degrees. He got underneath it again. That's a poor kick too. Something's gone wrong with his action. The last two kicks, it hasn't looked fluent.
One goal of difference is 8-3-51 Traralgon, trailing Morwell 8-9-57. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 16 minutes played, third quarter.
Quigley's going to bring it back in for the Tigers. Cracking game we've got on our hands Sunday afternoon football. Oh, he comes in. Geez, Anderson did well there. He put him under pressure there, did quickly with that kick. He's going to switch and go out to the far side. No one likes coming this side places a commentary box, do they? Make life difficult for us. Goes out wide. Bird's a shocking kick. They're good enough, the Tigers are good enough, and it ends up coming out into the hands there of Gazzara's got it. His kick smothered there. First onto that one's going to be Beau White. Put his head over it. The umpire said play on. Quick kick down the line's going to end up out of bounds.
And that's the difference when the handball's not forward, it's behind. You just put the pressure on your teammate then too, and he was caught flat-footed. So the handball from Boyd Bailey wasn't ideal in that situation.
Tommy Cale got kicked down there. Gained some meterage though for the Tigers. We're on true centre wing, far side here, Morwell Rec Reserve. McKenna and Burr for the ruck. Give it to Burr on that one there. Coming through, Reuter's got the handball over the top. D'Angelo, he went fancy over the top too to Whack. Whack goes inside 50. Hourigan's got the lead in front there. He's worked underneath it, absolutely. Body work there against McInnes just wasn't right. And Hourigan's going to take the kick and try and tie the scores back up here again. Who have they got to go back onto him, Scud?
I think
Harry McCall.
McCall or Mills. I think Mills maybe.
I just need to give him a chop out even for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
McInnes, he's done well, and Hourigan's been good, but he's done well. But as you said, Boxer, I think he might just need a 5-minute spell from him because Hourigan's working all over the ground at the moment. He's going to come in, right forward pocket, 30 out, on its way. Goal umpire says, I'll put 2 fingers up for that one for you, Ty, and you can have your third for today.
You know what happens is as well, it's those repeat entries in by the Maroons, which don't help McGinn's either, because you're playing against the most valuable player on the ground. The ball keeps coming in, they're going to keep looking for him. So, you know, the added pressure back onto young McGinn's. It is time now for that move. If the Tigers want to stay in this game, I know they've trusted him so long. Now they need to see what they can do for plan B.
Scores level for the second time in this quarter at the 18-minute mark of the third quarter. 57 points apiece. Morwell 8 goals 9. Traralgon 9 goals 3. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
What a game of footy. Scores locked up. Back to the middle we go. Galea tried to crash through the middle. Held on to. Reuters said, I'll go get the footy at ground level. McAuliffe there. Wanted to go back by hand, but he was covered. Good option to go forward. And now Campbell. That's Campbell gives a forward handball to Gazzara. A forward kick towards Abbas and Membry. It gets over the back. Abbas has just got to be clean. And he does get ball to boot with a little death tap from the ball going down to his long, long legs. And he got it through, Isaac.
He did, and this is the beauty about getting the ball in deep quick. So, young, how do you say his name?
Gazzara. Sam Gazzara.
Beautiful kick inside. He just allowed him to have a contest there as well. And isn't it amazing how the biggest bloke there in the contest actually was the one that actually roved it as well. So, great play there by the Tigers. Maintain that sort of game style.
Back to a 6-point lead in Morwell's way. They are 9-9, facing Traralgon 9-3. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 19-minute mark, third quarter.
And fourth we go.
Yeah, he did well staying down Abbas in that one. Both the Traralgon defenders went up. He stayed down. Anderson, who's rucked pretty well all day for the Maroons. It's Burr that got the tap down. Whack didn't have it. He said, play on. Burr's wrapped up by Cunico.
I don't mind Burr. Burr's been good with his hand. His placement as well has been very good in the ruck.
Absolutely. They'll go at it again, the two ruckmen. We're still in the centre square. Burr front position. Not sure either of them got a hand to it. D'Angelo came through, got the handball over the top, looking to give the quick tap was Reuters. Nothing came of it. Cooling, quick hands, great job. Galea puts it out forward. Who's going to run onto it? It's North who says, well, if you're all going to stand around, I'll just go and get it. And he does. He gives the handball to D'Angelo. Ball goes in forward 50 for the Maroons. Looking for it's going to run onto Hourigan. Hourigan throws it on the right boot and kicks it out of bounds on the full.
And there's a little bit of a footy lesson there for Harry McCall. He didn't run forward to the ball. He actually ran back, hoping that the ball was going to bounce away from his opponent, and it didn't. and he put his hand on his head knowing that he made a mistake.
Switches on. Kale got it to Mills, and Mills goes short to Walsh. Walsh can get it to McDonald by quickly. Gazara's there as well. Now they go slow. So no options down the line. Walsh will have to kick it high, you'd think, to Abbas and Membry. Towards the wing area. A well worked by Abbas, but drops the chest mark again. Membry slicks one to North. North shuffled it. Turnover. The Tigers have got it. Bailey goes high. It's Connor Little and Brandon McDonald. We've called it a few times. Good battle. Little taps it down. McCall fumbles. Kicks it forward off his boot. Cashmore will close. McCall, handball over the back. McDonald. Cody with a banana hits the upright. 21 minutes gone.
Morwell 9-10-64, leading Traralgon 9-3-57, McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Just love the way McCall attacked the ball. Then he ran 50 metres to get to that contest.
Membry comes in at Jordan Cunico. He's got Cuz out on the far side in Jacob. He's been good today. Kicked the 2.
Certainly has.
He's going to come back, though, to Tripodi. That's a slow play for the Maroons. See what they've got ahead. He's going to go back to Cunico. We got one. Jackson McMahon's the only Traralgon person inside their 50. There's basically one in their defensive 50. Everyone else is in the middle. He looks for Hourigan in between 3. He tried, couldn't take the mark. The Tigers are good. They got the numbers around. Came out from Linton. He goes back down the line.
Good grab.
Going to be a great strong mark there by Cunico. Jacob, still no movement. There's no quick play. They've got no one running. He's called to play on. He's going to dump it long down the ground again. Hourigan's there. It comes over the back. Takes the mark. Umpire said play on. And McKinn's just dumps it straight down. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Galea put the hand in there. Matt North's going to be first to it if it sits. McDonald's quick there and he closes on him and he does well. Wraps him straight up into the tackle. And the umpire's going to call... Yeah, umpire called holding the ball. It's a free kick to the Tigers.
Yeah, Cody McDonald it is. Drives it inside forward 50. Abbas is there. Big pack. And a mark in front to Brandon McDonald.
Well, we could say that Isaac Abbas protected him from behind. I don't know if he did, but it's that umpiring decision that's going to be questioned from the Maroons because...
So if you've got possession and you go to ground and then you get tackled, that's holding the footy because the possession is after you go. But when you don't have possession and it bounces around... And
you both beat the ball together.
Both go to ground. It's just too hot. Brandon McDonald, though, directly in front. Should it miss? And does. Ooh. It does miss from 15 metres out. In a tight game like this where the margin sits at 8 points, you remember these moments.
9-11-65 Morwell, Traralgon 9-3-57.
He poked at it.
Just a lazy kick, wasn't it?
When you poke at things.
Yes.
Go back and take your proper time and go back and kick the ball properly. Membry will bring the ball in out to the far side. Hourigan works McInnes under the ball.
He's best on at the minute.
Absolutely he is. He hasn't got much ahead of him and he's got no one running around. So he's normally been the dump kick. They don't have low press. So where's he going to go? He gets around McInnes and he drops it in short.
Yeah, good call, Tim.
Great work and a great mark there by Mills. He comes back inboard, finds McAuliffe. That was their issue there. And he goes handball. Anderson does well, gets the handball through. The Tigers have worked it well here. Yeah, Kale gets the handball onto Bailey. Bailey on the dump kick with the left foot. It's going to be McDonald and Membry. Membry comes from over the back. Bigger. Cashmore does well. Gets the tap down. Donald did well to bounce back on it. That's a nice throw. He does well. Campbell. That's called holding the ball. And that one's okay. Yeah. He took the tacklers on. You give it to him. And it'll be McDonald who's going to be wrapped up by Cashmore. He'll take the free kick. Comes inboard and finds D'Angelo. Hasn't got anyone really on, so he goes up to the middle. McMahon's on a big lead.
No one forward.
So no one forward he has. He's got a runner out the back, and they're going to put it out in front of Neocleus. If it sits for him, it does. He comes around, then swings it back onto his left boot, snaps it across the shoulder, and that's going to go through for a minor score.
Margin now 7 points in Morwell's favour. They're 9-11-65 to Traralgon 9-4-58. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard 24 and a half gone third quarter.
That's been huge for me today. Just the 1% of things. The smothers, the tackles, and the spoils. The spoils have been huge this afternoon.
So Anderson goes out wide to Walsh. Top of the 50 for the Tigers, defensive. They lead at the moment by 7.
Haven't had too many issues bringing the ball in from the Tigers.
No, they switch this one back to the goal square, to Kale. Kale's got Quigley. He's also got Roscoe, and he finds Blair Roscoe. Problem is, he's in a Maroons Guernsey, and he chisels it into whack. So the man on the mark will be 45 out. And turnovers especially in defensive 50, come back to haunt you.
That's the Maroons. They just pushed numbers up. They forced them to keep the ball deep, the Tigers. And then just a bit of a... You could see what Kale wanted to do from where we're sitting, but the kick was just not there.
So Wack's got one. This will be a kick from about 49 metres out. City end of the ground. Side trail by 7. Wack got it skinny, worked it back from left to right, but just not enough. And it's another minor score.
1 goal the difference. 9-11, 65 Morwell, 9-5, 59 Traralgon. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, almost 26-minute mark, third quarter.
Could we have another draw?
Oh, we can. Yep, absolutely. Walsh strolls in out of the back square and kicks it to the outer side. The target will be Musil, who thumps it on its way. He doesn't hump. He humps. Marsh drives it back inside forward 50. Anderson there. He's not humping anything. Oh, he's thumping it. Oh, Metamusil. I'll tell you what, we're going to stoppage. Top of the 50. Tim Sexton take over.
McKenna got the tap down there, trying to release it out there for the Tigers. The ball's still wrapped up again inside the Maroons 50.
You thought it was Wednesday, didn't you?
I went to go with help. The word was help it on its way, and then it went hump.
Musil, he got the tap down on that one. Wrapped up again is the Tigers.
It could have been worse. You could have said Musil went to leak.
McKenna and Musil go at it again. McKenna got that one. No one's able to get anything clear out of this. The Tigers are going to try and work their way through it. And Quigley says, I'll have it and just roll it over the boundary line. So we're going to have a boundary throwing instead of a ball up. 45 metres around from the Maroons' goal. 27 minutes gone, third quarter. It's the Tigers in front by 6 points. The sun's slowly going behind the grandstand. It's going to get a little bit chilly out there. They go at it again. Musil and McKenna. D'Angelo came running through. He's wrapped up straight away. Abbas, he got the tap out there. Wack throws it on the boot. Heads towards goal square. Coming out to it was Roscoe. Wasn't able to get it. And we'll have a boundary throw in. 15 metres around from the Maroons' goal. Been a cracking game. It was the Tigers by 35 at quarter time. In front by 7 at half after the Maroons kicked 6 goals to 1. And it's now the Tigers in front by 6 points.
Yeah, it's an arm wrestle at the moment. Big moment, all thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Ball back into the field of play. McKenna grabbed it out of the ruck, gave it to D'Angelo, snap from the stoppage. D'Angelo loves it, celebrates accordingly, runs back to the middle. And all important, guess what? Scores are tied, closing in on three-quarter time. 28 minutes have gone, scores locked, even.
The Tigers they were left there flat-footed as well too, and they were all shocked once D'Angelo got that foot on. That's a Zambrero contender for sure, isn't it? Do we
Absolutely.
actually say that? Absolutely. What a great finish and what a great game.
65 points apiece, as we've just said, at the 28-minute mark of the third quarter. It's Traralgon 10-5, Morwell 9-11, McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Lights have just come on. Fourth goal for the quarter for the Maroons, 3 goals for the Tigers. And the ball goes back to the middle.
Anderson got the tap down there to Cunico. Jordan Plint sends the ball forward. A strong mark there.
Quigley.
Taken by Quigley.
He's been good this quarter, Quigley. He's really still tall.
So Quigley from his centre-half back place looked to go inboard to Abbas. He said no. He said, I'll go middle and find Gazzara. He's had plenty of it. Gave the handball off to Anderson. Good run from the back line there. Delivers the ball inside. Boyd Bailey's got front position.
He's so good at
takes
forward.
a strong mark. Either that or the free kick. I think Maxwell went for the cuddle again.
He positioned himself so well, didn't he, Scud? We were watching that really closely. He just pushed his backside out just to make sure he had enough separation from the player.
He's another one.
Well,
He's another one that can play forward. I spoke about it yesterday. The midfielders that can kick goals.
Great run by Anderson from the back line. So Bailey looking for his second. Crosses the 50 on its way. The left foot. It's got the distance, not the accuracy, and through for a minor score.
Which is the difference. One behind ahead, Morwell 9-12-66 to Traralgon 10-5-65.
Just a quick update in the AFL, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Gippsland, it's 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it's 6-7, the Demons 43 to Adelaide 4-4-28.
Membry kicks it to the outer side, long and wide. Hourigan and McGuinness this time. McGuinness just worked to Hourigan underneath it, and then quickly kicked. The kick was smothered though. And North was there to swoop on it. Gave it to D'Angelo by hand. He goes further out wide to Cunico. This is Jacob. Steps back in one. Got around another. A forward handball. Back to Cunico. He's had a good game. Dumps it to the half-forward flank. Tigers have got the numbers, but it works well for McKenna to open space. Here's Hourigan. Taps it to himself. Grabs it again. Handballs over the shoulder. A certain goal incoming. Roscoe. Oh, the ball just doesn't sit for him. Gives it back to Hourigan. Hourigan snap to the goal line. Marked. Right in the goal square is a Cunico of the Jordan variety. Yellow boots, you'll find that it is. Point blank range, 30 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter for McDonald's.
His ninth disposal this quarter, Jordan Cunico.
What a build-up then. Great call, Scott, as well. It was just an arm wrestle in that last bit there too, but Ty Hourigan again in all of it.
Jordan Cunico makes no mistake. Closing it on three-quarter time, the Maroons have hit the front for the first time of the game.
And they are 11-5, 71 Traralgon on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. They hold a 5-point lead over Morwell now for 9-12, 66.
Big one there from Hourigan. He obviously got outmarked by McInnes, which was great, but then the second effort got the smother. But then it was Hourigan that was here in the 50. McInnes was...
He was in 3 sets of that play.
Yeah,
Go back to the video.
McInnes was nowhere near him to be seen. So, cracking play. And as you said, Scud, the Maroons, to being 35 points down and scoreless in the first quarter, hit the front here just before three-quarter time. Anderson got the tap down. D'Angelo did well. There it is, that man Cunico, the last goal scorer. Fends off one. Neocleus, he comes inside, steps in on the right boot, sends it on its way.
He's got it.
Oh, and it's hit the post. Hit the post.
Handy point.
11-6, 72. It is a one-goal lead now to Traralgon. 9-12, 66 Morwell.
Oh, we've got a quarter to go. Burt goes short to Cooling, top of the defensive 50. 32 minutes gone. 50-metre penalty against Jacob Cunico. I don't think it'll be too much of a problem unless the Tigers can move it really quickly. They get it to the wing area. Do you hold on or try and get a score here?
Traralgon haven't dropped anyone back.
No, he goes out wide towards Quigley. Quigley's got some space. Chips over the top, will he? No. Bailey, yes. Now he does. Goes further afield to Anderson. Now they should move it quickly because the siren sounds and Anderson's 55 metres out, the man on the mark.
Here comes the Torrey.
Matty North might have just crept a metre or two there, I reckon, too.
And Zach Anderson will have to unload with a old-fashioned torpedo.
It's on.
It is on. It's in the hands of Zach Anderson. Didn't quite get onto it. Wobbles one to the point of the square. No score. And the score at three-quarter time sees the Maroons in front after trailing all game. 11-6-72, the Maroons lead Morwell 9-12, 66. We've got a quarter to go, and it's going to be another classic between these two arch rivals. It's Gippsland Live on TRFM, all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it on. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball. I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through. It's going to get through. And that is a zero.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
Yeah, it is. The final countdown, and what a countdown it's going to be, because three-quarter time, the Maroons got the lead late in that quarter through a Jordan Cunico goal, and they lead it at three-quarter time, 11-6-72. Only the 6 points, though. The Tigers are 9-12-66. Key stats for the three-quarters so far. Here's Paul Carter, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute.
Interesting to see how they've all evened up. There was 13 inside 50s apiece. Morwell leading that stat 36-34. Clearances, Traralgon 27 to Morwell 26. Centre clearances, Traralgon 11 to Morwell 10. Traralgon have had 21 free kicks to 18, 73 marks apiece. A lot of those stats are really even there. Of the ruckman, Charlie Bird, 20 hit out to Isaac Abbas, 18, Dan Musil, 11, 17 to Tyler Anderson, leading the way for Traralgon. For Morwell, Boyd Bailey, 25 disposals, Blake Cooling, 15, Anthony Rosado, 13, 12 to Aidan Quigley, 10 to Brandon McAuliffe. For Traralgon, we've got 18 to Louis D'Angelo with 9 that quarter, 9 also to Jordan Cunico, taking him to 16. Ty Hurrigan's on 17, Tristan Wack on 14.
Thank you very much, Paul Carter and Nick Boxer-Lucchino. You decided to stay in the commentary box, but we were talking during the break. What a crowd on Sunday afternoon footy. If you're obviously, it's a testament to both these clubs who can draw big crowds, but it doesn't get any bigger. And this might be a bit of a blueprint for other clubs to maybe trial some more Sunday games and different games, because it's cracker.
Absolutely, Scud, too. There's a lot of clubs that can actually have those rival games, and we know those clubs who they are, but today's absolutely perfect. And the weather's been too kind to us as well.
Yeah.
It's just allowed everyone to get out and about too, but this is like a finals-like crowd, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And the game is exactly the same as well. So looking forward to an absolutely massive last quarter.
Timmy Sexton was down at the huddle. We'll get your thoughts in a moment, mate, because the the final quarter for Harvey Norman is underway, with Burr tapping it down. Walsh clean off that stoppage. Got it out wide to Cody McDonald. Just traps it nicely. He's got some toe. So is Marsh. McDonald's kick to the pocket looking for McDonald. That was Brandon. Misses and goes over. What did they say at three-quarter time, Tim?
Well, both coaches were pretty much stick to what they've been doing, right? So they're both in the game. They both want to make sure the thing for the Tigers was they want them to Traralgon to keep kicking the football. When they've slow played and Traralgon have had to kick the football, they've been able to force more turnovers than when they've been able to run.
Very good. Boundary throw-in inside the Tigers forward 50. Bass, good work by Anderson, tap it down. Bailey with a quick kick. Top of the square it will go. Connor Little with a big fist. Gets over the top. Tripodi and Cooling. Tripodi's got some wheels. Cooling works him off it. Gets some footy. And then tries to handball. Doesn't do so in the end. D'Angelo's there. Caught in a tackle. Handball over the shoulder. Tripodi works hard. They're going backwards to Maroon. Marsh coughed up the footy. Rosado's there. Does a don't argue. Does two. And Rosado stops and turns and kicks to the goal line, and it's over for a minor score.
Morwell 9-13, 67. Margin 5 points in Traralgon's favour. They're 11-6, 72.
The thing with Troy Hamilton is that they want, the Maroons have been good in closing out games, he said, but the games aren't given to them. So they've got to go and win the game and then close it out from there if they're good enough. So Cunico comes out looking for Hurrigan. He couldn't find it. Whack, Bailey, big names there for both teams. Bailey tried to get the left-hand handball out. No one's able to get anything out of it. Whack's racked up by McGinns, and we'll have a ball.
Well, the Tigers have taken trust in McGinns. They've stuck with him with Hurrigan as well.
He's got a cramp too now, though.
Yeah, he was getting worked on it.
No wonder why. He's been worked over a fair bit.
He was one getting worked on it at three-quarter time. So Anderson got the tap down there. Rosado did well. Spun around, got the handball out, looking for Cooling. Cooling's got the free kick. It's going to be a free kick to him. Tie tackle. True centre wing here. As McGinns goes off, it looks like a groin is where he's got some issues there. Cooling's going to come back into the middle. Finds the player there in Linton. He's going to go out to the far side and find Mills. Mills has got the run coming from Kale. Kale, thank you. Kale, he's turned it over though. Yeah. They're out here. If the ball sits, Cunico's just got to get it over the top to Hurrigan. Puts it out in front of him. Is the ball going to sit? It's going to run on. Hurrigan's quick enough though, and then kicks it off the ground. And that there is a big moment for the Morwell Bowling Club. The Maroons kicked the first of the last quarter.
Unfortunately, and it's going to be in the highlight reel anyway, but it's second error by Tom Cale. There was one in that third quarter with the errant kick coming out of his defensive 50. Then the hesitation got him here on the wing. He had Mills on, but he hesitated again, and the handball was cut off. And great play then by the Maroons. But what about the run by Ty Hurrigan? He found himself running for about 80 metres to get that goal.
Traralgon's fourth goal takes Traralgon to an 11-point lead. We're 3 minutes into the final quarter. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard 78 plays 67.
Anderson with the tap down. Back to the middle they go. Cunico's handball's picked off by Bailey. Handball's over his shoulder. Walsh is there. So's Wack. Wack gets rid of Walsh and now tries to win the footy. Did well. Cunico on the middle of the ground. Here's Jordan. Has a bounce. Gives it to D'Angelo. Oh, shrugs the tackle of Cooling. And now back to Cunico. Open space. Hourigan takes the mark. 55 out. Too far out to score. He wants to go quickly to the pocket of McMahon and Kale, one-on-one. McMahon put one hand up, grabbed the footy, got it to the goal line, and it was touched. And it's still in the field of play. Mills just waited and stopped. He did well in the end. He chips it over the top to Walsh.
Smart. They didn't want to rush it. 11 points.
Yeah,
Walsh
good.
is going to try and get it outside his 50. He goes short. And into the hands there of Zach Anderson. Still inside his defensive 50.
God bless you, Nick Lachino.
Nick Lachino. He goes out wide. Wack comes in. Couldn't take the mark. It's a free-for-all out there on the far side. Who gets their hand on it? It's McCole who delivers it down. One-on-one contest there. McDonald. Little went to ground. The free kick's been paid.
Yep. Dragged down on the mark.
And it's going to be... Didn't pay the advantage. So McDonald's going to come back. About 70 metres out. Plenty of time. The Tigers don't have to do anything silly too quickly. She's got to find an open target here.
50-metre penalty. I think he moved on the mark. And Connor Little said, I can jump straight up and down. I didn't see whether he moved at all, but Connor Little's still saying that he didn't move sideways. He's saying I jumped straight up and down, which he can do.
Yeah, the coaches even here are questioning exactly the same thing that you're asking for the Maroons. They're just not working out what the hell had happened then.
This is the important part, though.
Absolutely. Can he kick it? He missed one in the third that he shouldn't have, and he puts that one through to bring the Tigers back to within one goal. Yeah,
it's just these questionable free kicks. We have to call them that because we just don't know where that one come from. We know what the rules are, but when your player's not moving off his ground, do you have to actually not de-reward the effort and give him an opportunity?
Now the margin is 5 points. We're 5 minutes into the final quarter. The 5-point margin in favour of Traralgon, 12-6-78. Leading Morwell 10-13-73. All of this on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard.
How many 50s today, Paul?
I'll look them up for you.
Thank you.
That's what he meant.
I thought you were going. Your action in here after the boxer sneeze, the Metamucil was opening something else. Back to the middle. Musil taps it down. Out the back there was Cunico. He kicks around his body. The kick goes high in front of White. And Anderson, it bounces in front of White. Anderson taps it forward. Tug of the jumper.
That was there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free kick to Anderson.
He's gone round.
Yeah, they want play.
We've got another flyover.
Yeah, there's another one. They're looking at this. Everyone steps around the tackler now, Anderson does.
I saw that from here.
Yeah, kicks it down the line. Stays in the field of play. McDonald. Good work by Cashmore to rove it. Try to get a handball away. Over the head there was McCumber. And the umpire says, my ball.
You don't get rewarded with stats, sorry, Scud, but because Josh Galea is hard work. He does some hard stuff inside the game that people don't actually reward. He's done some really hard stuff today, so well done, Josh.
6.5 minutes final quarter for Harvey Norman. Margin sits at 5.
Ball thrown up, 60 around from the Tigers' goal. Anderson got the tap down. D'Angelo and his Tiger opponent, who I couldn't quite see who that was, they were cuddling each other very early. It is Boyd Bailey.
Quick count, 4 50-metre penalties have resulted in goals.
There we go. No influence on the game. Umpire throws the ball up. Musil got the tap down there. Coming through, Rosado tried to clear it out again. No one's able to get anything clean. And Walsh is wrapped up by D'Angelo in that tackle. We'll have a third go at it. Throws it up in the air again. Anderson went early, but got the tap down. Wack with the handball to Cunico. It's going to be a free kick in the back to go to Wack. And he'll take the free kick just on his half-back flank here for the Maroons. 7.5 minutes gone, final quarter. 5-point lead it is to the Maroons. Cracking game here. Gippsland Live, Sunday afternoon football on TRFM. Wack goes down the line, looking for D'Angelo. Musil's going to get over the top. It's going to go over all of them and roll out of bounds in front of the Traralgon coach's box here.
It'd be wrong to use that as a hanky, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's your glasses cover. Yeah.
Only if you want to be able to see the game. Ball comes back in. True centre wing, grandstand side in front of a great crowd here Anderson got the tap down, whack. He's taken by Rosado, but did well to get the handball away. Campbell, he tried to get a kick away. Umpire said you tried. Reuters got the handball out. Cunico, Musil takes one on. And the crowd says ball, and umpire Maxwell says, I'll have it, thanks.
He quickly gets it back underway. And Anderson, good body work. Taps over the back, Cunico. Handballs forward towards Reuters. He goes back to Tripodi. Kick goes top of the 50. Hurrigan goes low. Good spoil on this occasion by McCall. Change of opponent there. Walsh gets it across to Bird. Nice little tap to Bailey. Under pressure. Any support? Reuters and Quigley. And Quigley just shoves a couple of Traralgon players over the boundary line.
Just got to stay tough here, the Tigers, too. That was really good play inside then, too, because it could have actually opened up there for the Maroons. So they're really hard inside the game at the moment.
So McGuinness still on the bench, getting that groin worked and a finger worked as well, looks like. Not at the same time, though.
You've got well today.
I'm glad that we've had the hump.
And a groin and a finger.
And we've rubbed one out.
He's stretching the groin and he's getting work on his finger. Don't take it any other way. Rosado from this stoppage. Handballs forward. McAuliffe was there. Cunico's worked hard without having the footy in his hands. Rosado bashes through 2 or 3. Got a handball to Bailey. He gets it out to Gazara. Cunico will close and throw him down. Sling tackle. And you can't tell the Traralgon supporters are right near our effects mic. They didn't agree.
Settle down out there.
Gazara kicks down the line. McDonald back there. Big fly from Linton. There's a push. Advantage will be paid. 1-on-1 inside forward 50. It's Membry and Abbas. Abbas keeps his feet. Will run into an open goal and slam it home for the Tigers. Scores a level at the Rec Reserve.
Perfect play then again by Abbas. He just kept his feet, and this is what he needs to be doing. Take the 1-on-1 on. He had Membry under the ball, and he pushed him under it. He just found his feet and had good composure. Now the confidence levels are that high. He was very confident running into that open goal.
Morwell back in front by 1 point, 10-minute mark of the final quarter. On the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard, it's the Tigers, 11-13, the 79, leading Traralgon, 12-6, 78.
Timmy, how bloody good is football?
It doesn't get any better Sunday afternoon. 2 great rivals, and we saw this in the same game last year, around the same time where we had the draw. Anderson goes back into the middle. Gets a tap down, but it's Bailey who didn't want to go on his right, so he threw it onto his left. Running out there is McDonald. Got the handball there. He's wrapped up behind the Oaklist. That's holding the ball. The umpire got that one. And McDonald didn't like it. And instead of giving the ball straight back, it's now Knee Oaklist going to have it out on the far wing. Went to try and get around McDonald. He didn't. He dumps the ball long. Tried to get inside 50, not quite there. Running onto it, Reuters just got tapped away from him. Whack wraps up his Morwell opponent in a big tackle there.
Gee, hit that
quickly.
hard.
Absolutely he did. And it's inside 50 for the Maroons. 11 minutes gone, final quarter. It is the Tigers by 1 solitary point. Anderson got the top down. Anderson, that was for the Tigers, to handball out to Quigley. He gets one over the top to McAuliffe. Ends up in the hands there of Bailey. He's wrapped up in a tackle by North, whose Walsh wraps up his tackle. Musil, give him a possession for a throw there.
And a drink.
Righto.
The umpire said, I'll have it and we'll have a ball up.
I don't think you need any more Musil. Better Musil box up. That sneeze before, yeah.
I got concerned.
The soprano sneeze.
Here it is. Anderson and Musil out on that far wing. Anderson got the tap down. He's having the wrapped up in a strong tackle there. Cunico does well.
2-16s.
Against McAuliffe. We'll have another ball up.
Big moments thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club. Back open 7 days a week. Musil taps it down. McAuliffe does well. Gave it to Bailey. Forward handball to Anderson. Another one to Gazara. A little chip kick to the wing. He's got someone on out there, and that is Cody McDonald. McDonald looks up. No one really down the line except some 1-on-1s. He goes in that direction anyway. Rosado puts one hand up and wins the footy. He has a shot from about 40 metres out. The umpire doesn't move. And Rosado says, I'll have a Zambrero maybe this afternoon. Importantly for the Tigers, they're back in front.
That's definitely the number 1 contender too, and he done all the hard work then too. What do you reckon? He's not? No. He has to be the contender. That is it. In a clutch moment as well. That was great work by there, Rosado.
At a 7-point lead to Morwell now at the 12-minute mark of the final quarter. 12-13, 85 the Tigers, leading Traralgon 12-6-78. It's 3 goals to 1 this quarter. All this on the Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard.
We are going man down everywhere in the box here. We got Boxer sneezing and not sure what it's following through. We got Scud who can't breathe. But we'll get us through to the end of the game. 2 ruckmen went at it. Burr got the tap down. Rosado wrapped up in a strong tackle by D'Angelo.
I'm back.
Lucky us. Here we go. Burr and McKenna. Give that one free kick.
That's a cuddle.
He said you gave a cuddle again to Burr. Handball's off to Anderson. Anderson looks to go inside 50. McDonald's got the front position. Strong contested mark. Great contested mark.
Wow.
And this one here, 7 points in front with 13 minutes gone. Final quarter. Could be a big moment thanks to the Morwell Bowling Club.
Big players step up in big moments as well. Rosado in that last passage of play in goal. Now, Brandon McDonald can do the same thing. All he's got to do now is finish. So he's been a little bit iffy at about this mark as well most of the day.
Here he is. McDonald comes in from 45 on its way.
It's a goal.
Goal umpire doesn't move. Has got the distance.
I think it has.
It does. And that's the 4th one of the quarter for the Tigers. And they're full of running.
He's given the grandstand here. He was waiting for the goal umpire to give him the old brass razoo. Then he gave the old... He gave the Sponsors Day a big how do you do after that goal. What a big finish, what a big mark, what a big moment in this game.
And that's his 3rd goal for the day, and it's now a 13-point lead to Morwell at the 14-minute mark of the final quarter. Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard, Morwell 13-13 at 91, leading Traralgon 12-6-78.
What a game of football. Traralgon get the first of the quarter, get it out to 11 points, and now the Tigers get the next 4. Back to the middle we go. And McKenna's gone into the ruck now. Cunico's there. Strong tackle. Free kick coming back, is it?
To Cunico.
That's Jacob Variety, or is it Jordan? Jordan. Got it.
All of a sudden, the City ends become the scoring end.
Yeah, so Jordan gets rolls and plays on. A deep forward entry. Hurrigan's the target. Big spoil from Mills over the back. Ground level there was McAuliffe. Crashed his way through. Left it behind. Reuters. Kick. Reuters kicked at 8 metres and hit McCall.
And you're being generous for the 8.
Yeah. McCall looks up. He's going to come to the outer side and kick to open space or kick it. And he's been done.
Downfield.
So it's downfield against Roscoe.
Who is this bloke?
Not sure. He's an umpire. As Bailey chips it over the top to Cooling, who takes the mark at stretch.
Lucky he didn't have your hamstrings.
Yeah,
Well,
lucky.
got to them.
Oh, well, you'll cramp up in a second. As
In his ribs.
Yeah, I get those. Looks up down the line. There's no one really there.
Burr's in the middle.
Wack's there. McDonald's got to compete with a couple. Wack gets worked underneath it. Little was good. Took on the tackle up. Ball spills out. Brown squeezes a handball now to Marsh. Marsh's kick high. Top of the 50. Tigers have got the outnumber. Good elevation. The Tigers will win it. Handballs over the top to Bailey. He goes now by hand to Cooling. Cooling goes short.
No.
3 metres. Cooling's kicked at 3 metres.
And he's given the bench the tongue as well.
They've paid the mark to Gazara. And Gazara...
Get that in the lab during the week. Get that in the lab during the week. McKenna comes over the top with a big fist and puts the ball out of play.
This has got everything in this game. It's like the pizza with the lot. But no pineapple. No pineapple.
Put that pineapple on there.
Oh, not at all, mate.
Pineapple on pizza.
There's one bloke that's always got to ruin it, doesn't it?
Yep.
He's just giving the bench the big tongue on the way through. I loved it. I loved a bit of a razz.
Ball thrown in. Burr and McKenna. No one was able to get it. Neoclis, he throws it on the boot. Big tap coming through there. Wack tried to get his hands on it though. But it's McAuliffe who gets the handball off to Gazara. To Cooling, his handball over the top. To Quigg, to Galea. Handball's over the top. Anderson, he chips it over the top.
Tigers.
And well played. And McDonald has got it. 15 metres out on a tight angle, but he's on the right side for a right footer.
A big link in this chain's been Cooling. The handball link up has been tremendous, but Cooling's played a big major part. I couldn't even get that out.
What's he had?
I just had a big razz in my throat.
McDonald going to swing around on the boot, puts it on its way. He's pushed it through for one behind.
14-point lead to Morwell, and we're 17 minutes into the final quarter.
I tell you what,
14-92 to 12-6-78.
Morwell just did what Traralgon normally do to teams.
Absolutely.
That's a good sign.
Membry kicks the ball back in the middle. It's going to get to the centre of the ground, but Hurrigan's going to have to go up against 4, which means there must be some down. There is Neocleus. So his handball missed North, but Hurrigan, he's first to it. I'll tell you, they want 7 of him right at the moment. He comes out wide and finds Tripodi. He's got run. He's got Cunico out here. It's a shocking kick. Can Cunico keep it in? He can't.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Comes off the knee. And goes over a boundary throw in front of the coach's box. 14 points is the margin. Nearly 18 minutes gone. You know that this game's just got another twist, don't you? It's just not quite done yet for the Tigers.
100%.
Burr tried to get the tap down. He did well. He roved it himself, gave the handball around. Bailey just threw it, is what it's called. Not sure he actually threw it. I think it just fell out of his hand. Ends up with Tripodi. Tripodi's going to deliver the ball inside 50. Hurrigan, he's got the lead. Wasn't able to get there. Did well coming through was Burr, and they're going to come back out this side and find Cooling.
So Cooling's going to go backwards towards Mills.
The Tigers are on out here.
Yeah, 18-minute mark, last quarter. All thanks to Harvey Norman Computers. The Tigers lead by 14.
Don't try and save it just yet, Millsy. You got to go.
Kicks down the line. Rosado will fly 3 deep. A knee straight in the back of North. And now Lewis D'Angelo goes inboard. Well done by the Tigers. It was Burr and now Quigley, who rolls and gets to kick it down Wack's throat. Plays on quickly.
Forgot he changed jumpers.
It is. McMahon goes to centre half forward. Hurrigan, McCall does well. Cooling's there with the hands. Gets the old 1-2. And now he kicks out wide to Burr. And Burr pushes to the outer side. He's going to turn it over to Marsh.
Tigers have just got to be settled here, but Marsh is going to play on. He's got to reload, but Maroons haven't got many options forward except for here at the back. Cunico, there's a push in the back. Yeah. Absolutely. He's cramped up. Yeah, he had Musil burnt. He didn't need to do that, but Musil gets the free kick and takes the kick. That's another Meta Musil for Boxer. To Cooling, comes back into Quigley. Not 15, that one, Scud, apparently. They kicks it on. There's a dangerous kick going back with a flight. Takes it. It's a dangerous. The Tigers, we haven't kicked over 20 minutes yet. They need to keep going forward. He comes out wide and into the hands there of Cale. So Cale deep in his back pocket. The Tigers, they want to save face. They save this game. They need to get it out of their deep 50, and he does. Says, I'm just going to get this thing out of here. Wack goes up in the contest. No one was able to take the mark. Cade Marsh tries to get it out. Matt North's got his hands onto it. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle. We'll have a ball up 70 metres around from the Maroons' goal. 14 points is the margin. They kicked the first of this last quarter, the Maroons, but then the Tigers have responded with 4 of their own. They lead by 14.
So ball up, Anderson. A big tap though by Musil. Out wide there was Marsh. That's Tate. Socket off the ground. Whistle goes. Free kick without the footy, Tate Marsh. So he gets the free kick. As Tim said, we've just ticked into time on. 20 minutes gone, final quarter for Harvey Norman. It's a 14-point margin. The Maroons are 3rd, the Tigers are 6th. But they trail out the back. McKenna somehow dribbles it across the face of goal. It's a boundary throw in. Good result in the end. If it wasn't going to be a goal for the Maroons, they get a boundary throw in.
How big Jackson Burr been? Is it Jackson, the one that's down back at the moment?
Just about say he's probably best game for the Tigers.
That's one of the best I've seen him play as well.
In the last couple of years since he's been here. Throwing was quick. McKenna and Musil gets out the back. McAuliffe grabs it, dumps it. And Tom McMahon.
Got to have cool heads here, the Tigers.
Takes the intercept mark, goes back in, and coming the other direction. McAuliffe was there with Mills. Mills dumps. That's a good kick.
Yep.
Finds Galea on the outer side.
Galea goes long and he's got a Bass out. He's got a Paddock himself. He hasn't got much. He hasn't got anything in front of him, but he plays on. He takes a bounce. Does the big ruckman? He went to go round. He gets around Membry from 45. Centres the ball. There it is.
Get out.
I've never seen a giraffe take a bounce.
How good. Took a bounce.
Have you seen a giraffe drink water? That's what it looked like.
It took 10 seconds for it to bounce back up to him and had to come back that far. Worked himself around Membry and then did well to deliver a great kick.
A giraffe's front legs don't bend and the neck just goes down into the water. That's exactly what it was like.
Linton. This could be the sealer. Comes in from 35 out. On its way. Gollenpie moves a little bit. But they say, there it is. The reaction tells you the score. And the Tigers have kicked 5 in the last.
There's 2 tales of the tapes here because all the Traralgon supporters are in the grandstand and the Morwell supporters are up there beside the coaches' boxes. So we've got 2 different contrasts here. But what a great finish then by 2. Isaac Abbas, what a game he's played. Those 3 goals, but the assist, though, even bigger.
Darryl Max Linton wouldn't have kicked a lot of goals in his time at Morwell, would he?
No, that would be one of our rare few, I'd say.
It's a 20-point lead to Morwell at the 22-minute mark of the final quarter. They're 14-14-98 to Traralgon 12-6-78. Harvey Norman, computer scoreboard.
Tigers kicked 5 in the first and they've kicked 5 in the last so far to have this 20-point margin.
D'Angelo in the middle, got a handle away, holding the 40.
How did it get there?
360 degrees, but still handballed it and got there. Not sure about that one.
That is a rule, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? If
Well,
you,
not
No, it's
360.
not.
No.
It's not a rule.
He didn't quite, he didn't go.
He didn't go 360 and he handballed it
Yeah.
as he was still being turned. So
Cody McDonald's got it now after that kick from Walsh. He's too far out to score, but the big targets are up forward. Musel's there. Going back is Anderson and Whack. Whack spoils it through the big fist. It's a minor score.
Morwell 14-15-99, leading Traralgon by 21 points. The Maroons 12-6-78.
And a barrel goes straight down the middle of the rec reserve.
it does. Going back with it there was Berg. Got his hands in the way there. McCole worked around one. He's going to dump it back inside 50. They're outnumbered here, the Maroons. The Tigers are all over there.
Oh,
Abbas is going to rove it. He gave the handball off and said Linton. And there it is. If you thought the game wasn't all done, it is now. The Tigers have kicked 6 in the last.
Wow,
Run away with this game.
It's that moment in footy when Isaac Abbas dropped that mark clear as day in that second quarter. And ever since then, he has been the pivotal point for the Tigers. He has been in everything, and all of his goals have come not from marks, but from ground level pickups. And that assist there again was another one in Isaac Abbas's game today.
There am I saying Linton didn't kick many goals. 2 goals in 3 minutes. 27-point lead to Traralgon, and we played 24 minutes of the final quarter. Harvey Norman, computer scoreboard.
In the whole scheme of things, we'll get to it in the post game, but this is massive for the Tigers. They're outside the 5. They'll stay there after this particular game, but there's a big one after the break. It's a general bye next week. The Tigers then play Wonthaggi. A huge game that will be. Back to the middle they go. Musel tapped it down. Cooling's got his head over it. Tackled by D'Angelo. Got a free kick high. And as you can hear from the Traralgon supporters, they don't like it, but he rubs the top of his head, and I reckon it was high. So Cooling comes out wide towards Quigley. Quigley kicks to the top of the 50, and Connor Little will take the mark. Defensive 50 for the Maroons. Little will go inboard, and it'll be picked up by Zach Anderson. They've got numbers everywhere, the Tigers, but Zach will just take his time.
Is he pointing to the goals then?
I think I'm going long. That's all he said, because he got Musel out wide in front of the viewing deck.
What is? I reckon it's a whole cup if he puts a goal through.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it anymore.
It is a whole cup of
Skulls.
Metamucil. It is a whole cup if he is
I ain't touching it anymore.
So Dan Musel.
It's turned into jelly.
orange smooth.
Yep.
Multi-health fibre with 100% natural. I'm not sure what that says.
Why not?
Feel lighter and more active. If this goes through, it's a whole cup.
Musel from 49.
Get in!
Says Nick
Get in!
Machino.
Get in!
Oh!
Get in!
Oh, it's on the goal line. The ball's still alive.
I don't like the fact that you said get in, get in.
Galier's got a free kick.
Not the point of Metamucil, is it?
Galier has got a free kick.
Well, they're all shaking their heads at you.
They can't believe it. I'm not sure.
What are you
They're
shaking your head at?
very
I'm not-
angry.
I'm not the umpire, mate.
Obviously, the Maroon supporters are very angry with the umpiring at this stage. But in saying that, they've only a couple of goals that they've probably got. And Josh Galier puts it through, runs to the deck and says, this is a victory that we'll savour for a long time because the Tigers are alive in 25.
It's getting everyone up and about as well. And what a day to be doing it. And what a finish then too by Galier. He's kicked a couple of great goals this afternoon. One I don't think he meant, but that one there he definitely did mean. And what a last quarter by the Tigers.
That's 3 goals to Josh Galier, taking Morwell out to a 33-point victory, dare I say, at the 26 and 3/4 minute mark of the final quarter. 16-15, 111 to 12-6-78. Harvey Norman, computers scoreboard.
26 and make it 27 minutes gone. Tim Sexton back in the middle they go.
They do. Traralgon going to get the handball out. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to be paid to Traralgon. Advantage eventually gets paid to Reuters. He sends the ball inside 50. Hourigan one-on-one contest, takes the mark. Linton's pulled up a little bit. Ginger. I'd say it'd just be a bit of cramp. Hourigan's going to go back quickly. 27 minutes gone. Puts this one on its way. And it's straight through the middle. Goal umpire doesn't move on that one. Too little, too late, though, for the Maroons.
Yeah, look, I know it's a bit too late now, but we have been playing 32-minute quarters as well, so there's still a little bit left in the time, I believe, anyway. 5, you reckon? That's 5 goals there to Ty Hourigan there as well. I think Harry McCall's done a very good job on him since young McIntyre's gone off the ground then too, but a classy mark there by Hourigan.
27-point lead to Morwell, and we've played 28 minutes of the final quarter.
Ball back in the middle. Anderson and Musil are going to go at it again. Anderson did well, got the tap in there. He's done well for pretty much rucking the whole day, but it's Rosado who's going to get the handball out. Coming out to this way, Cooling. You had to look back over the top. He fends off Marsh, does well, gets the handball. Walsh, he wasn't clean with it. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Tripodi. We'll have a ball up 60 metres out from the Maroons' goal. 28 minutes gone, final quarter. Anderson, Musil got the tap down there. Walsh burst through 2 tackles there. Handball to Bailey, handball to Cooling. His little chip kick over the top is fantastic and finds Linton, who's kicked a couple this last quarter. Abbas is out. 1, 2, couldn't quite get it. He's going to kick it off the ground. And it's going to hit the boundary, the behind post, and we're going to have a boundary throw in. He tried everything there, neither. He hasn't been able to take a chest mark really all day, but he's had plenty of involvement in the goals. 7 that they've kicked this quarter, the Tigers. Deep in their forward 50, here it is at the moment. Bass is going to do the ruck work up against Anderson. Takes front position, taps down, trying to work through there, but wrapped up in a strong tackle for the Tigers.
It's the perfect spot here for the Tigers. Keep it way away from that forward 50, the Maroons.
So ball up, Abbas taps it down, whack with a kick, didn't go too far. Gallier was there, got around one tackler, then got ball to boot. Ball still now in dispute out there. And Campbell and McAuliffe, is it, becomes a tackler on whack. It was Campbell in the end. 29.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. We're just about all done here. And what a quarter it's been from the Tigers. What a game it's been between these two sides. Anderson with a quick kick from the stoppage. Good mark by Hourigan. He rolls and goes quickly. Defensive 50 though. He kicks to open space. It's 1-on-1. Jacko McMahon's there with Kale. Spoil from Kale. It gets out now. Marsh has got a little bit of room in front of Cooling, who closes, and Marsh kick to the pocket for Reuters. Mills in the front spot. Can't complete the mark. That was Roscoe back there for the Maroons. Quickly handballs to Mills. Gives it over the top to Cooling. He gets it. Steps inside. Kicks around the body. High kick. Waits for Linton to fly. And the spoil will come from Tripodi. Ball stays in. Neocleus is there. Bailey will close. Neocleus comes back by hand to Cashmore. And Cashmore's kick in. The Tigers have got all the numbers. It's 1-on-4. And the 4 will lose out to the 1 because the 1's Hourigan.
Somehow he got a free kick out of that. I'm not sure what it was.
They're saying high. Well, he did say high.
So Ty Hourigan will have a shot on goal. The margin's at 27 points. It's 30 minutes.
Believe it or not, there's 12 inside 50s each for this quarter.
There you go. And the Tigers have kicked 7 goals. Maroons have kicked 2.
Yep.
There's Hourigan on its way. He goes from right to left, and it's across the face. It won't score in the end. Musil takes the mark and has a kick. And he kicks out wide to Cohen Campbell.
Cohen Campbell. Just got to shut it down here. The Tigers are good enough to do it. Just got to find a quick kick out there, and he does, and he finds it out there in Walsh. Walsh goes over the top, and he finds Anderson. Anderson's on his half-back flank. They're all telling him to just kick it straight down the line in front of him, and he does, and ends up back in the hands there of Walsh. He's run on and done well. Been solid enough today, all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu. Got his hands in there. A free kick going to Traralgon. It's going to end up in the hands of Cashmore against Linton. He comes back in board, finds North. North, dying minutes of the game. He comes long, looking for and finding Ty Hourigan. He just doesn't stop, and there it is.
What a victory for the Tigers. A great game on Sunday afternoon football. The Tigers needed a win as Hourigan has a flying shot at goal. It's going to go. Not quite. He had a shot after the siren, but what a victory for the Tigers. 16 goals, 15, 111. A 7-goal last quarter to 2. Set up the victory after they trailed by 6 points at three-quarter time. Traralgon, 13-6-84. They've come off a big couple of weeks too. So you can expect maybe they were just a little bit off. They knocked off Moe, they knocked off Leongatha, and then they had to come up against a hungry Tigers side and fell just a little bit short. The Tigers winning this afternoon by 27 points. And we're going to take a quick break here on Gippsland Live. We'll wrap things up, have a chat to one of our best on grounds from the Tigers, and give out our Zambrero goal of the day. It's great to have your company on TRFM. It's Gippsland Live, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it out. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball. I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through. It's going to get through. And that is a Zambro.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.